thought we'd do it on the avenue.
Waas, Sappening.
Welcome back to another episode of SeunevA Lifestyles presents What's Happening Podcast. Hey, today we're coming from live from Rancho Morales. Right?
Yeah.
We got some prior guests you recognize. We got Güero.
Yes, sir.
We got A-Bomb.
Hey.
We got Ray. We got
Hey.
Capitan Greg himself. What's up? Hey, so we're going to turn this over to these guys. Right? We're going to reverse engineer this episode. So I'm going to let these guys take over. I know, Ray, you want to start off the thing.
Yep.
All right. Make it happen.
Yeah, I just want to say, so, I mean, I don't know what happened to all you guys, but when I left this place, I was gifted a gift, you know, and
When you left what place?
When I left my episode.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, when I left my podcast episode and I was gifted a gift at the end, it wasn't shown on camera, and I really appreciated it. So what I wanted to do, I wanted to start it off by gifting you guys something from the beginning, something that you could use as well for it.
All right. Awesome.
Hey, man, bro, I didn't know we were bringing gifts. Are you making it look bad? Is it a filter?
Wait, you guys didn't bring yours?
I know 2 hours, they say nothing.
Also, shameless plug. But we did. We got episode 20.
Hey, right on, man.
Kept for all you.
That's tight. Right on.
Yeah.
Did we get one of them?
Yeah, I better
What
get
do you
one
got?
of those.
2 more?
Man, what's up, bro? You acting crazy over there.
That way we get this going right.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
we
Let's
are.
go.
Man,
Right on. Hey, thank you, man.
Yep. Oh, boy, Medina, Medina Engraving, he did it. I left the card here for you guys.
Nice.
Nice.
Right on. What you bring us?
Hey, I brought Ray, bro.
Hey, man. Thank you.
I can switch now. I just did everything I could.
Ain't gonna say nothing to Ray.
Hey, there you go. Look.
Right on,
There you
man.
go. Take this
Thank
Coors can off of here.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you. That's
We'll talk later, Ray.
Hey, well, so if that's the case, you know what I mean? That all the gifts and everything. Well, you know, it's not something to pour my cold beer into. But what's everybody drinking today? I see everybody got something in their hand. What's up? What we got?
I got a Tito's and Club Soda.
There you go. There you go.
I got the Nectar of the Gods, Bud Light.
Oh.
Tranny Fluid, a.k.a. Tranny Fluid.
I got champagne,
Champagne, the champagne beers.
High Life, Miller High Life.
And there's the good boy back there
There's a
drinking
good
water.
boy right here. I just got a little Trapo Chico and some vodka. Right?
Oh, damn, I thought you were drinking water back there, bro.
Yeah.
Nice. Now I don't feel so bad.
This one has water.
Fire water.
Hey, just to let you guys know, these are the first beers I've had in like, man, almost 2 months.
You've been doing
I stopped drinking whiskey and beer. I was just drinking wine, just kind of, you know, getting my blood levels right, doing all that, being a good guy.
Nice.
But now that I'm here with the homies, I got to take it back with the salute to everybody, man. Cheers, you know what I mean?
I say, órale, man. Right on.
Episode 20. Hey, I'm not mad at you, Adam, because wine,
I like wine.
it gets
Red or
you.
white?
I would never drank wine before, but
Bro, I walk out the room feeling like
Oh,
Hugh
man.
Hefner, bro. I got a silk roll. My old lady got her hair braided already. Smoker's
Smoker's jacket.
It's game time. It's game time.
Come out with the wine, bro. Give me a nice Chardonnay.
There you go, Steve.
There you go.
Yeah, but I'm glad to be back on beer, man. I'm, you know, good to see everybody again, man. It's good, bro. Beautiful day. You know, I'm at the Rancho, man. It's like, thank you for having us, Greg.
Yeah,
hosting
Greg.
this podcast.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Greg,
We're number
Hospitality,
20.
man. Right on, bro.
Right on,
Yeah, for
Appreciate
sure,
it,
man. I
appreciate
think you guys really, you know, have been doing a great job with this. And, you know, George and I talked earlier this week about a couple things I want to get done. I think it break the boundaries of putting the podcast in a car. So we're talking about, hopefully we can touch on that later, you know what I mean? But, you know what I mean? That's always a good thing to try something new. Just like this, being outside, and, you know, we're blessed with some good weather and all the homies that came out to, you know, participate. So,
yeah.
We got a
sure,
studio
man.
audience.
Thank you
out
guys for
there.
Yeah,
coming,
studio audience, all the homies out there.
Hey, I appreciate all you guys coming, man. I threw it out to George a long time ago, and these guys said, man, why don't we do an on-location shoot? You know what I mean? Come out to Rancho Morales. We shoot in the
No, we
backyard.
appreciate your hospitality, bro. Definitely.
Thank you guys
thank
for
very
coming,
much.
man.
Thank
Beautiful
you very
day, beautiful weather.
Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure. Ray, what's up? You got some questions you want to start off with? know
I
you
do have one question.
Get it cracking.
I want to get it straightened out from the begging.
Oh, here we go.
The Mike and Vince story. I need to understand it.
All right. Well, so
Well, let me say, you started a full fight in my house. So I leave here. I'm like, no, I'm in Mike's house, right?
yeah.
And they're like, no, you're at Vince's. And I'm like, no, it's Mike. He told me it's Mike. I know it's Mike. I didn't forget this. And my wife's sister gets about. It's a whole. This ended up in almost a full family brawl, all over the Mike and Vince story. So I need to understand clearly. What are we doing?
All right, so my name is Vincent Michael.
Okay.
All through elementary school, I went by Michael. It wasn't until I got until 7th and 8th grade, I decided to go with my first name, Vincent. So from that point on, so anybody who knows me 6th grade to kindergarten knows me as Michael. But anybody who knows me from 7th grade till now, they know me as Vince.
Right.
Long
So
story
that's
short, he reinvented himself in 7th grade.
Hey, he's ahead of the time, bro.
Yeah.
Crazy, right? So we go way back since we were like 7 years old, right?
Right.
When he said, hey, come out to the podcast, and I told my son we're going to Mike's house. I was like, wait, Vince's house. I was like, I don't know, what's his name? I'm like, I call them both. I don't freaking know. You know what I mean? Yeah.
So what do you prefer?
Everybody calls me both.
Yeah.
My
So you
family
just
calls
go
me
with
Michael.
I'll tell
I've
I'll
only
tell
called
Ray
him
this
Vince.
week. Yeah, that's what I said. It's like, man, he's Vince to me, bro.
Yeah.
It's like, Michael,
So
cool.
to the partners and all the homies out there and everybody like that, it's Vince.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To his family, it's Michael.
It's Mike.
Right.
Okay.
Good, good.
Oh, yeah, I'm family.
Yeah, it's not Mike, it's Michael.
And there's
Micro Mike.
Pretty good.
To the ladies back in the days, it was Raul. Joe, you know about that.
All right, man. I got a question for George. You know what I'm saying? You know how it goes when this. We were talking last time about it, but I had to bring it to my attention. You know what I mean? My A's hat from back in the day. Like, just your enthusiasm for sports and what we did as a kid. Is like, when did you know that? I mean, as you know, we all grew up in the same kind of environment, but like when you started playing baseball, as good as you guys were at a young age, like when did you know, like, man, I got to keep playing sports? And then why did it stop?
Actually, you know what? When I first grabbed the bat and ball and they put me on the team, it was a Butler. It was a Butler league, and I was 5 years old at the time. I was the little chaparrito like that. I was little like these kids back here.
Like Timmy.
And they had me on a team with 9 and 10 years old. And for some reason, I was outshining all those 9 and 10 years olds. I was 5 years old. And I was like, I don't know why, but I was just gifted like that. I couldn't hit. I didn't have power to hit.
He couldn't hit a curveball.
No, I could hit the curveball. I just didn't have power. I could get on base.
Bases.
Como Ichiro. Like that.
George
And I knew
Ichiro.
it. And I'm going to tell you straight up.
Talk to me.
First year I played, rookie year, 5 years old, MVP of the whole league.
Damn.
Over 9 and 10 years old.
And
What league
this
was
is
that?
the back in the day where not everybody got a participation trophy.
Right.
You had to earn it, bro. You had to earn your position.
And it was a real trophy, too. It was all metal.
What
yeah.
league?
Still
have it? He had marble on the ball.
Yeah, marble.
What league was
yeah,
that?
my mom still has it
Nice.
locked up.
Hell yeah.
What league was that, George? Was that
It was a
Isaac
Butler-
Little
it
League?
was no, this was Butler League back in the days.
Oh, okay.
So there was about 7 or 8 teams. We actually played teams on the east side too, which was crazy. And we had bad little uniform. We were the what were we? We were the Cubs. We had bad little uniforms.
The SeunevA Sluggers?
And from that day on, I knew it, man. I was like, damn, I'm good.
Hey, you know what's crazy is like the uniforms now. It's like all these collective little, corporations that put together these little leagues everywhere. Because I coached for my kids as they were growing up, and it's like you pay the $25 and you get this little stupid screen printed shirt. Man, back then we had pants, we had
No, it was
we had-
legit.
yeah,
It
we
was
had
legit
everything,
uniform.
bro.
Yeah, it was legit
Official
uniform.
uniforms, bro. We look good. Like I mean, the coaches and everything. My dad coached, my compas coach, everybody else like that. So it was just like they had the uniforms on point. Now it's just this big old league of free trophies and just come out and watch your kid cry and not play.
I love the
You know.
stirrups, man. Back
Back in the stirrups, bro.
Man, that was
then
nice.
they started printing the stirrup on the sock.
yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
It was actual stirrups.
Yeah, I need the real
So
stirrups, bro.
when you guys went Dodgers, remember the team with Dodgers with
Yeah.
Went over to Petey Cole.
Okay, because that was Isaac Little League. I coached at
That was
Isaac
Isaac
Little.
Little
I played at Isaac Little League, and then I coached at Isaac Little League too. I had a team there too. And remember Richard
Oh, you-
Coronado
that was
from the
later on.
neighborhood?
You're younger than me, so that was later.
Yeah, I was about 4 years younger, but I played there. Isaac Little League was at PT Cole.
What were we called?
It was
at
they used to
Petey
run
Cole?
out of PT Cole.
Was it Cole?
It was.
It was a Cole league.
Yeah.
It was a Cole League. It wasn't Little League.
It was Petey Cole.
And then
heard of
eventually it
George
must turn
Ichiro?
into Little League because it was a Little League because we took teams to the All Star.
Yeah. Well, then
Little League All Stars.
Yeah. What was that at Luke Air Force Base? Remember we used to play those
They don't
tournaments
know
all the
about
time.
that.
That's
Adam,
old
they don't
school
know
right
about
there.
Luke Air Force.
Hey, that's that 4-year gap.
Yeah, he wasn't
4
an
years
all-star.
later.
But Bob, did you play with George?
No, not on his team, but we always played in the same leagues together, so
You're
we
in
used
the
to always
same
compete
league.
against them.
Okay.
Yeah.
We played against each other, and then at Luke Air Force, what we're talking about, it's a
The
huge
tournament,
tournament. Throughout the whole valley showed up to that one, and we actually combined teams, the best players from each team.
Yep.
Yeah.
We kind of combined
like
teams
an
with each
all-star
other,
team.
Right.
All-star team. Yeah.
and we won. We took them.
Yeah, we did. Remember, it was Coach Smiley and all those guys, and the Fuentes and Lionel and all those guys. The old
We
school,
took
yeah.
them, motherfucker. We were bad. We were bad, motherfuckers.
As a matter of fact, I just found
Sorry.
Hey, so the second part of my questions: why did you stop playing sports?
I never really did. I still got the moves, you know.
There's a big yard back there.
We'll see.
It's that whole thing like Uncle Rico and Napoleon Dynamite. If Coach would have put me in. He never put me in, so I'm going to check out
We would have
Chicks.
taken state.
Yeah, that's what
Chicks
happened.
took over.
High school too. Yeah, it was high school. As soon as I knew there was women at high school, I was like, well, okay. Then you go to practice.
My freshman year,
Itching.
I went out for freshman team. Coach Molina was our coach. He came up to me, first thing he came up to me, goes, hey, you're good, man. You're really good. You're never going to play varsity, though. I go, why not? He goes, Coach Banowitz already has a set team for the 4 years. You're never going to play. He told me straight up.
Yeah.
I go, really? I go,
At Hayden?
I hate him. And Coach Molino,
Sounds like
later
he was
on, I found
hating.
out he was trying to recruit me to go to Marcos Deniza. But I was like, I ain't going to Marcos
went
Deniza.
there.
Yeah, but all the Gabachos went there.
They recruited us to go out there.
Yeah, you got to beat them up. But that's kind of why. But I played soccer all 4 years.
Yeah.
And me and Michael played. We went only to collegiate league.
Oh, now he's Michael. You usually call him
now
Vince.
He wanted to use a family name.
All of a sudden, you want to use his
compa.
slave name, his government name.
Slave name.
Michael Padre. But we all
So you
played
did.
soccer.
So you play with Michael.
Yeah, we played
Right.
soccer.
Okay. Nobody else though, right? Here.
No, they don't. I don't think they had any skill or anything.
Nobody was good enough.
Construction skill. Oh, you don't want this?
Yeah, me and
Oh,
Michael
In the
okay.
86, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I've known him since
Yeah.
way back then. I'm like,
Yeah.
Mike, Vince.
Patali
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
was
Yep.
Patali.
Sure was.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
And
what I
then, did
played,
you
too.
play with my brother-in-law or at all or no?
I did.
You play with,
he did,
with
yeah.
Mark.
Mark.
Oh,
yeah.
Mark,
As a matter of fact, I just found the picture of us on the team.
I gotta see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta
Go,
see
shut
it.
Yeah.
It'll pop up.
Well, no, I'm gonna blow it up and turn it into a cup and then take it to him. Oh, hey, remember this, Mark? Yeah.
What about you, Adam? When did you stop playing ball and stuff like that?
Bro, there's kids in the audience, but as soon as the females took
Soon as the
presents in high
females,
school,
right?
it was, man. They ruined everything, bro. I could have went to college. Could have went to
They always
Michigan
do,
State,
man. They
Yeah.
always
When
do.
Like, hey, I got another
Valentine's.
bat. Yeah.
Yeah, but you know how it is, bro. That's what it was. It was just, at Car Hayden, man, coming up, there was always too many pretty girls around. So, and then when they moved to Alhambra, that was over with because then it was the white women were present.
Good credit.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Great. I was like, hold on, there's white girl.
Vanilla.
Yeah.
And the promiscuous.
Yeah.
All right.
But we're here on episode 20.
Right.
And you guys, as a team, has interviewed quite a good amount of people.
Yep.
You guys have done some shows by yourselves as well. So, individually, my question for you guys is, and everybody jump in, but what have you taken from people that you guys have interviewed? From specific episodes, has there been something that
Stood
out, or somebody has said that kind of went home, or you taking it with you and said, man, like this is like I'm gonna take this thing, or it sat with me, or it kind of brought a piece of me forever. Like,
Yeah, I mean, I'll speak for myself. Interviewing a lot of different people like you guys, it's opened my mind to a lot of different things, honestly. I grew as a person because, everybody kind of lives in their own box, right? Whatever's going on in their lives, whatever. But, I never really paid that much attention to art. I just never have, But, I've grown. I mean, you guys, all those guests made me a better person, a richer person, a more well-rounded person, I guess, way to say it. So, yeah, it's definitely grown.
and like I learned this as a person who I can't draw for nothing. I appreciate art, but I think a person like you does appreciate art. When I look at every time I see you on an episode, you're always wearing something that's creative and artistic, like the shirt you're wearing now.
Right,
So it's
right.
like you appreciate it. You just appreciate it in a different way. You know?
Yeah, like I say, I was stuck in my own, my
Right.
own, circle, whatever, my own box, whatever. And no, it's been great. I mean, everybody's talked to is like, damn, right?
Yeah, so
Different strokes for different folks.
Exactly. So one of the things that, like, going back to what Ray said, is just like when you take away something from these podcasts. I know as we get older and we get put in that box,
Yep.
it's just like we're not as social as we would like to be, and it's just like you don't get to the environments to have social interaction with people. And I did that for a long time when I was just raising my kids and being all that. Then I'd go out and I feel socially awkward because I'm not knowing what to talk about with all these people.
Right.
And you guys being in the position to interview people and have to create those conversations, you know what I mean, how does that help you in like what you do in your everyday life now? Are you more presentable to people and be able to go hit group settings and be able to talk to people easier when you're in different situations?
I got a job where I'm a professional arguer, basically. I have a lot of conversations with a lot of different people, right? And a lot of times those are confrontational type conversations. So
Right.
I've always been pretty good on my feet, thinking on my feet, right? But talking to you guys, talking to different people, I tend to listen more, right? Before it was like in my job, and it's A and B, right? And we're just going back and forth, and it's either my way or the highway or their way or the highway, right? And so I've learned to kind of, God gave you 2 ears and one mouth for a reason, right? You're supposed to listen twice as hard as you talk. And so
Yeah,
listening
for
to you
sure.
guys have
Message!
But like, no, because me and Mike Baca were just talking about it too. I said Vince has always been a quiet dude. Like I've always known, like as long as I know Vince, he's just kind of in the cut, like
reserved.
watching, real reserved, watching everything, kind of knowing what's going down. But he's got them street smarts. But like now
Watching
you're talking, now you're out there, you're interviewing people, you're controlling the narrative. So like,
So yeah, to kind of go piggyback on what his. So that's what I've always, even in my professional career, I listen more than I talk. So I actually got criticized by the group here for not talking that much. But I've always
called
been
feedback.
Critical
Constructive.
feedback.
Constructive criticism. Yeah.
I've always been the one I want to listen to your story. I'm more interested in the person talking because I'm listening to what they're saying. So I'm not trying to interrupt and do that type of thing. But
You never slow down, man.
Enjoy the ride. Slow down, enjoy the
enjoy the
ride.
ride,
So,
man.
yeah,
Like say,
so-
listen more.
So what have you picked up from the guests?
Thank you, Jeff.
Well, I picked up a lot of stuff actually. So prior, I used to me and my brother-in-law used to own a coffee shop, and then I was kind of in the mix, socially active, doing that kind of thing. And then once I got out of it, started a family, and I've gotten completely out of the scene. And this has kind of allowed me to start getting back into the scene, seeing who's doing different events, who's doing different types of projects and that kind of thing. So I like that aspect of it now that I'm kind of getting back out there and being able to go to these events and do
yeah,
that.
for sure. Because I find myself like I find out about something after it's been posted.
Yeah.
Like the fights last weekend. Man, who's in
Right.
for the fights? Like,
Yeah.
man, I didn't
Yep.
know about those fights. Or Ray somewhere posting something cool. I'm like, bro, you didn't even tell me. Thanks for the invite. You know what I mean? It's like those are the things because I just stay in my zone. I mean, I'm always, I'm at home creating, doing something.
Right,
but
right,
like even everybody's got a life too. You know what I mean? 9 to 5 or 9 to however long. sometimes.
Yeah.
So it's easy to get caught up. And I felt like when I came to this podcast, the questions you guys were asking were refreshing. I think that, not even just because you knew me, but just you kind of did your research.
Right.
And, just I thought it was a very interesting podcast. And I was just like, not to mention they're my homies. So it's just like, that was a great thing for me to see that everybody that, get to know you guys as well. It's like, damn, man, these dudes are spitting. Like, they're talking. I mean, and I think that's very dope that you guys put this together to, kind of shine on everybody else. But at the same time, it's now you got to shine on you. So,
I appreciate
man,
that. Thank you.
Yeah, one of the things too that I've learned not to be biased on a guest, and not that I really was, but sometimes I would think like, I don't think that one went too well, and then the feedback we would receive on the guests in that episode was outstanding. So that taught me, don't leave thinking it didn't go well, because you don't always know what everybody else is going to enjoy in life.
exactly.
And then
Yeah.
when you go back and watch it when it's done and edited, because Michael and Chico, the paid intern now,
Oh.
they're watching it as they're editing, but then they'll watch it again when it's complete final
Yeah.
cut.
Yeah.
So then, I'm sure he thinks back and it's like, okay, he doesn't want to be biased, because I know I do. I'm like, dang, I should have said this, I should have said that. I got too drunk on this podcast. You know what I mean? On this episode.
Hey, I watched him last night.
That's for after the break.
But you know what I mean? I'll go back and be like, okay, now the edited.
I'm not going to
I
do it on
see
the
it a
next
different
one.
way. I see it a different way.
Right.
What you live it, you sit in it, and then when you watch the final cut.
Yeah,
you
and that's
see
what it
him
is.
in
The mistakes we cut out and edit and everything, but it's just like that's what I recognize. Like when I seen Vince, like kind of, oh, hold up, hey, well, let's revisit this and everything. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
he's controlling the show.
yeah,
like
for
you guys all have a little input of how you're gonna do it. Like Tim will jump in, George will jump in. Everybody's kind of like directed, and it's dope. I like that the organization
You
within
guys
all the
work well
chaos
together.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You guys feed off each other, and
Yep.
everybody can see it. It works good.
Yeah, we've definitely gotten better, I think, because we did some previous episodes before we even went, released them, and we were all over the place, so it gave us some practice. But I've noticed also that we're getting gradually better as we go.
For sure.
Yep.
Exactly.
It was like football follies in the beginning.
Yeah.
Right.
It was a shit show. I want to say it, man. But we try to keep it organic, right? We don't want it too scripted, and and you guys do a good job of that, right? That's what we, just kind of ask the prodding questions and let you guys talk, man.
Well, we need to put this in the contract. We'll just take over every 20th episode.
Yeah.
To
There we go.
come back and keep you guys in check.
Every time.
You taking notes? What'd you learn from this next 20 episodes you did?
One of the guests I kind of relished on was Wes.
Wes Melton?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He's good
His
dude.
was good.
I'm actually tell you when Timmy came with us with that idea of bringing Wes on, I was like, I don't know about that. I don't know if our audience is ready for that. I didn't think we were ready for that. And when he came on and he explained the background of a fight game, what he sees and stuff
Yeah.
like that,
That was
I
a
was
good one.
blown away.
Yeah.
And he was good.
And
Yeah, he's a cool dude, too.
boxing to me is one of my favorite sports.
Right.
Right.
I love boxing. I don't know why I just went away from West Mountain and said no. But when he came on and talked about the things he sees, the things he does, the things he has to prepare for, it just blew me away. I was like, the first half hour, I was like, I sat back and I was kind of like, wow, man, this is really great information, and I'm glad we had him on.
That's
I'm
awesome,
really
man.
glad I had him on.
And the
good.
thing I took away from that show too is, we all like boxing, right? Is they don't have insurance, man. So if a fighter gets killed in the ring, you can sue him personally, right? That's jacked up, man.
Right.
I mean, to me that's
Yeah, I
just
didn't
wrong.
I didn't know that either. when he was talking
Yeah, I didn't know that
about it.
either.
Yeah.
And he told us that.
No
I was like,
idea.
dude,
That, at risk, bro. It's at risk. So
Yeah, you throw
Yeah, but-
some chingazo, let's go. But
but he's a referee, man. You know what I mean? I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
I just thought that was wrong.
So,
Yeah.
George.
Me?
So
hey, you're
Kinda
not interviewing
going-
nobody over
Ichiro.
here.
kind of
Ichiro.
going back. Ichiro. So kind of going back to what Ray initially asked. What have you taken in from the podcast? What sticks out to you? What
Is there a specific
rings the
episode
bell?
or
Yeah,
somebody that
you know?
that you took a piece from that particular episode?
Like I said, the West Mountain.
West one. Was
The West, it really opened my eyes up to go, wow.
Because it was out like because you were like against it, but then you kind of open yourself up and to really see what he does.
Yeah.
That's I get it, bro. And it's a lot of times we do that. We judge people by the cover and whatever the case is. But like, I had met Homeboy as well, like some other business dealings I was doing, and to really hear him talk about, he's passionate about what he's doing.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So,
Yeah. And then he's from the neighborhood.
yeah,
I
exactly.
didn't
That's
know
my
that.
point.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
right
mean,
there.
he lived.
I had
he
no
lived
idea.
by us.
Yeah.
Didn't
Yeah.
even know.
Right down
Yeah.
the street.
So
it was like,
that was my question too. Is with the guest part of it is when you guys first started this podcast, was it the intention to try to
bring guests
bring
on?
people that like we knew or that was somehow had a connection, or did it just kind of fall like that? Because I'll tell you what, that's one thing that I've really been impressed is a lot of the guests, not every guest, but a lot of the guests have ties to the neighborhood.
Yeah.
And that's what I really enjoy, is to see people that come from where we come from, from the west side or from Carhade, and even from our neighborhood, you know what I mean, how successful they've been, to see him like a
well, to see
the,
you guys.
the
actually.
referee,
you guys.
to see
You
Adam,
guys.
you know what I mean? Ray's got
and
ties.
to see Pep, the goal
You
was, we didn't know what the goal was, right? We just kind of started, man. I
So
started in my
guests just
garage.
start coming. I mean, that wasn't
and
the.
And then we're like, you know what? We need to promote a positive, image of the Latinos from the West Side, right? Because we got a jacket on, right?
Yeah.
From the West Side, Mexico's West Side. You guys ain't worth shit.
We were brainstorming, and then I said, we can do a lot with it. We can even bring guests on. And then I just started spitting other guests. Then Michael started spitting names. George started spitting names. Timmy started spitting rhymes. No, but anyway.
Lyrical master.
But you know what? Your names all came up. In the very, very early beginning. I had some names come up too. And
We brought a judge on.
Yeah.
brought
So
a
what's
UFC
next?
fighter on.
Is there a-
Nah, bro, I got
yeah,
some
we
I got
have
some
another-
ideas for you too.
We have
Yeah.
a list.
Yeah.
But what I personally took from it is I took a little bit from everybody. Weddle, Adam, Ray, Greg, Pep, my buddy Frankie. I took a little bit from from everybody.
You're a biter.
One of them, one of the things that I took that it was inspiring to me. You know what I mean? I'm a kid from the barrio too, and I have my own business going on, garage doors. Got real slow. Me and my partner, we parted ways, got slow, and then I had to swallow my pride, get a day job, and then do garage doors on the side. But I kind of picked a little bit of everything because you get discouraged. Sometimes you get discouraged, and then everyone's story, had a moment when they were discouraged. They weren't sure if this is the right move or not. Right. And it was a reminder, and it was a spark to me.
It happens to everybody.
It happens to everybody.
Everybody.
And with Weddle going to the Pinta, coming through that.
Right.
Adam, having the accident. Ray, you weren't sure, and then your primo
Right.
or your nephew, I forget who it was. Kind of, hey, we need to spark this up again. Greg didn't know where he was going. And we all have those moments in life, but that's what I took. Pep, from his family.
Born in the back of a police car.
I don't know that, and if that was your original agenda, but I mean, I think that's where this ended up becoming. It was like showing, and I think to people who watch this or what listen or whatnot, to understand that people just like you, people just like us, there are other options. There is a light at the end of the tunnel if you make it, but you just gotta go. And I think that worked out. And I think it's important that you guys showed that so many people coming from the same place and areas and whatnot were able to have all these different lifestyles and these opportunities that are out there. It doesn't just have to be construction. It doesn't have to,
Right.
It can be real estate. It can be art. It can be anything.
Only fans.
Yeah.
Only fans.
Only Jeff. Hey,
Foot finder.
And I like that. I like that you guys have that positiveness, and then I like Greg's a lot. And I think that one of the things I took from him was I liked the opportunity that he was showing people how to get through it, and explaining to people who go like, when I was a kid, firefighters were like these 6-foot giants.
Well,
and this and that,
Like Greg?
Yeah.
Greg just stood up a little bit.
Everybody thought you had to know somebody and whatnot, and it's like, no. If you want to know, here, without even going further, this is the process before you even get started. And it's like, if you watch this, man, you understand that,
And everybody's a mentor. If you look at even if you don't consider yourself a mentor, we are, because guess what? The youth, the kids, the people underneath us, younger people especially, they're looking at us. They're watching us.
They watch.
And so this is a perfect avenue for people to look and see, younger people, whoever. Hey, if you see this podcast, show your nephew, show your kids, show your son, and say, look, all these guys are like you.
Yep.
They all come from where you come from, and in a wide variety of success stories. You know what I mean? So like,
100%.
talk to me.
And
on what you're
And some
saying,
of
bro.
them talk like their dad, they throw that little.
Yeah, you have to,
To piggyback off of Ray's slogan, build your dreams.
Build your dreams.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is the perfect example.
hold on.
of the,
There's a couple.
Everybody turn their
this is a perfect example of the working class cultura.
Yeah,
with the raza, and
And that's
was the vision.
and build your dreams.
And that's what I always took. That's when I did the podcast. That's one of the things that you're saying. It's easy to get discouraged, and it's like everybody goes through their trials and tribulations, and we might not be there 100% to focus on like what we're doing. Is I know Ray, as owning a brand. You're always constantly trying to think of the next level, but sometimes you just get stumped. And like me as an artist, like sometimes I just can't feel the inspiration to want to draw something or do this next project. But when I came to the show, it's just like we talked about so many different things. I left so inspired by everybody's different view on what I was doing, and you kind of get like lifted up, because it's like you got your homeboys over here who are putting on something to lift you up, and it's just not coming from somebody who doesn't know you. It's coming from people who have been there and seen you grow as a a kid to come up in this position to be like now you guys are asking questions to me, and that's when I left the show I was like, man, bro. And then when the idea came up to interview you guys, like, that's dope. We got to put you guys in the spotlight too, because you're inspiring us to give back to you to inspire again.
And reminding us,
everybody, bro. And even like when the kids being a part of it, like everything I do, my kids are a part of it, bro. My hoodie drives, my shows, anything I do, and to see how you guys operate and everybody's kind of got it's a family thing. It's a big family thing. Even when I went to the house in the hood right there, it's like, bro, we're right back in the hood. I was like, damn. You know what I mean? Like I felt like I was gonna get chased by a dog when I walked out. But that's why I never went to that side of town, bro. They had too many loose dogs in the neighborhood. You couldn't skate through there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you know, actually, too, to piggyback on that was part of the inspiration too, is because the younger guys are into video photography, and quite frankly, they know a little bit more about social media than we do. So it was really about also incorporating them and showing them that, hey man, we had an idea. These 4 older guys had an idea of doing a podcast, and we really didn't know what we were doing, but we had the means to do it, and it kind of showed them that don't let anything put a roadblock in front of you. At least give it a shot and try it.
Yeah.
So we
you
invested
guys are
in the
doing it.
equipment and just do it.
100%.
There's nothing
You're
better
doing
than
it.
just trying to do it than saying, oh, I don't have the right equipment, or I don't have any money to do this. No, we can do it. And we've always been about trying to just keep it within the family, doing everything ourselves instead of trying to sub it out, you know, or pay somebody outside. If we got somebody within our own circle and team to do it, then that's who needs to do it.
And that's the good thing about being older and like always having a main, like you said, a day job, because then you got the money to, you know, do what you want to do. Because I always told myself, it's like, man, I gotta get to that place where I'm just financially stable and I can create off of an energy that's just no financial worries. But when you get to that point, it's just like you get bored and you don't got no inspiration. It's the struggle that creates the drive to want to do more things.
Yeah,
so,
you get lazy.
Yeah, exactly, bro. You get
It's easy
complacent.
to get lazy.
You get lazy, man.
Yeah.
And that's what
Real
happened
quick.
to me, and that's where, like, you know, all you guys inspired me. You know, re-sparked, reignited. You know what I mean? Something in me, and thank you guys for that. You know, all the guests, not just who's here, but all the guests, man.
Right? Do we got to ask them like how much time we got? Are we taking breaks like we did last time when we
Yeah.
started? We got about 5 more minutes?
5 minutes.
All right, cool, because this beer's kicking. I'm going to have to go behind the chair.
I'm glad you said it.
Yeah, and we got a white guy with a chainsaw.
Yeah, we got Michael Myers.
Sorry, bro. Hey, when you come to the ranch, bro, when you come to Rancho, you're gonna know what you're gonna find. Chainsaw massacres back here.
Yeah.
That dog that's walking around, it's not even my dog.
He was in the pool right now. He was messing with
That's
those
Flash. He lives up the block. He comes and visits every once in a while.
Hey, at the end of the show, we're all going to do a cold plunge.
Now we
Sober up a little bit.
When I came to Michael about 5 years ago, I came to Michael. Let's start a
Family name.
podcast.
Yeah.
He's like, hey man, we don't know nothing about doing a podcast, which I knew we didn't, but I knew we had a lot to say. This guy and I, we've always talked about everything actually. You know, art, music, girls. Sports, everything. We've always talked about everything. We go back and forth. We argue. We get mad at each other. We still get it.
Well, you guys are more like our brothers than us. You know what I mean?
And we still get on each other's nerves. But I said, man, we got something here. We need to let everybody know what we feel. You know what we're thinking, because I think we know what's up. That's straight up.
What's happening?
I'm gonna say it. I'm an older dude. I can say that. But then this guy came and said, hey, what do you guys know about doing a podcast? And then, hey, this guy likes to talk. He don't shut up.
So,
But I told him he needs to drink more on the podcast.
So Michael hit me up one time, and I just happened to be at a friend's 50th birthday party, and Michael's like, "You got 3 minutes?" And it wasn't about podcast or anything. It was just something totally different. And then the conversation steered another way, and he told me, like, yeah, we're talking about starting a podcast, and then them three are already like talking about doing a podcast. And I said, man, you could do so much with that. And then I just started spitting ideas. You could do this, that, boom, boom, boom.
And he brought more. He brought
And
more
then,
ideas.
and that's Michael
in 5
said,
minutes.
dude,
Yeah,
we've been brainstorming. You brought more in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Do you want?
You're on.
You got value. You got value. Yeah.
Maybe I should drink more.
You need But you guys need that diversity. That's what you need. Everybody, like none of you guys are the same. Like none of you guys. Like everybody's
feed off each
individual.
other, and
you
it
know what I'm
works.
saying? And that's what works.
He's a baseball player.
He's a baseball player.
The OG baseball player.
No, that was what we identified. Was
Right.
people-
Like I know we're getting ready to take a break, but before we go to break, I want to be able to talk. I want to bring this up, and I always thought, like I told George last time I was here, I was like, bro, why aren't you a fucking stand-up comedian yet? Like I like your voice is there, bro.
Oh, he got the voice.
Like he's got
He
the
got the
voice.
voice.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
His charisma, the way he jokes around. Like, if you ever played the Dozens, I was never part of his rampage, but I've seen him bag on some people before. This shit's hilarious, bro. Like off the whip,
he's
you know what I
good.
mean?
Yeah, he's good.
That's what I'm saying. I always thought he's gonna be that dude that's gonna wind up. You should still do
A
that.
priest,
bro.
a rabbi, and a nun walking through.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. See what I'm saying? It's right there, bro. I can just hear it already.
Hey, on that note, we're gonna take a quick break and we'll be right back. Right?
Yes,
Yep.
sir.
All right. Boom.
Right on, man. Hey, man, thanks. Where we at?
We're here.
Okay, Rancho Morales.
And Rancho Morales, one more time. Hey, Widow took a break. We got El Juez, Pep Guzman sitting in. What's up? Say hi.
Welcome.
What's up?
Say hi. Say hi to the internet.
Hey, you're fine.
Hey, he set the pelons next to each other.
It wasn't me. It was me.
There you go.
Looks like a couple of chichis.
Yes, a couple speed bumps. Hey, but we're
Just
back.
jealous, bro. Just jealous.
No, that's good on you guys.
They can hang around that block for an hour.
There you go, bro. Teach you a few things.
It's coming, tell them it's coming.
Thanks for the invite, guys.
Hey,
Appreciate it.
right on, Pep,
Thank
right
you for
on,
the
right
invite.
So we're gonna bring it back.
Where were we at?
We were
Who
talking
was
about
It was me. I
Yeah.
asked the question. Like, I think that George should really pursue a stand-up comedy career because I've known George.
He'll never be a
like,
model.
Kids, bro. Like we're kids. Like we're just
Hand
youngsters in the neighborhood skating. Graffiti.
Yep.
And then, but this is gonna lead to my next question with George. But like, we both decided to jump into hip hop at the same time.
Right.
Like I jumped in with my homeboy Johnny, rest in peace, and everything that I have done with him and just the community. But there was nobody else that was really pursuing trying to be like a rapper or anything else like that. But then Johnny had put an event on, and I remember George and everybody was that it was like there was so many Chicanos in the neighborhood, but nobody was really like, hey, let's do some hip hop.
Right.
So like when we did it, we started doing it, and then I seen George and them doing it, and Johnny was like, yo, we're gonna do this event. Get a hold of these bros. And I remember the homeboy David reached out to somebody to get you guys to perform and like kind of booked you for that show. And I was like, man, I didn't realize George and them were that dope. So like my question to you
Hip
is
Hop
like,
Anonymous.
yeah, Hip Hop Anonymous. Like what was it, bro, that inspired you to wind up getting in the hip hop scene? Like mine was, it was gangster rap, a little bit of New York hip hop, but it was a little culmination of everything. But what inspired you to want to do music at that early age?
Well,
Oh, here we go.
no.
Look around.
I'm gonna tell you straight up. My dad used to play in a band when he was young, and my dad was a dope
Bad dude.
guitar player. He was a dope ass bass player,
Just a musician.
musician.
Just played everything.
My dad loved everything, and what tripped me out with my dad was he even liked hip hop.
Oh, no
He
shit.
came through and was like, "That's good. That's not good. That's good. That's not good."
Yeah.
Like newer stuff?
Yeah,
Yeah.
gangster rap, dude. He loved
Really?
it.
And then I started. Well, I've always wrote poetry and rhymes and stuff like
Therapy.
that. I always wrote that.
Ghetto
shit.
therapy,
Back in high school, I did that, and next thing you know, I started putting it to beats, and then the homie Chris Gamboa, rest in peace,
Yep.
son of a gun. He was around the corner from us. We all grew up together. He started writing rhymes too and say, "Hey man, let's go." And then his old lady at the time, her dad was in a band, so he had a studio,
There was mics in the house.
There was
mics in the house.
and instruments.
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, there we are. Just started recording, just started putting on that little thing like that. And it was like, boom, here we go. And I was always, I'm the biggest, I like to say I'm the biggest Beastie Boy fan there is.
They're
I love
bomb,
the
they're
Beastie
dope.
Boys.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But
Favorite Beastie Boys song, real quick.
I can't say a song because the whole album, Paul's Boutique, is my favorite album of all
All
time.
right, go for it.
Actually, it's my #1 album of all time above everybody else's.
All right, Paul Revera's my favorite.
Oh,
I like Paul
Paul
Revere.
Revere looking down the barrel of
Girls.
a gun.
That's right.
Son of a
Here's a
bitch,
little
getting
story.
paid, getting rich.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh man. Anyways, so we started writing rhymes together. We got together. We said, let's get a group. We had DJ Marco Ojeda.
Marco Heda,
He was
shout
our
out Mark.
producer, and he started making beats for us. Next, thing you know, we just started recording stuff. We had a guy that got money from his auntie You know what I mean? He got a little money from his
Where
aunt.
my
you know?
tias need to step up.
Paula, where's the money at?
And next thing you know, we were doing little EPs. We were doing recordings and stuff like that, doing little shows. We did Carl Hayden little show. That was our first show, huh? The Carl Hayden one.
What was the
That-
group's name? Should give a little shout out to
Yeah.
the old school group.
One Nation Underground.
One
One
Nation,
Nation
Underground.
Underground.
One Nation
I remember the
Underground,
flyers, bro. I remember all that stuff.
Did you
Yeah.
draw them, Adam?
No, bro, but that's my point is like when I didn't think anybody else existed doing that. So when I saw that George and them were doing it, because we're all little skaters.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We started off skaters and graffiti writers and, you know, tag bangers or whatever else that
Skate
came through.
bangers.
Yeah, and then when the music came up and I was like, oh, they're doing it too? I was like, yeah, bro, I didn't feel alone anymore. I didn't feel like, because it was, Johnny was the older cat and I was the younger cat and you guys are my age. So we were like, when it started happening, it was just like, man, you kind of get inspired to want to do more.
And
Someone
what
that's
was
just
dope,
like you.
man?
Yeah.
What was dope was the homeboys. They liked it.
Yeah.
That's what kept us going because they
Yeah.
all liked it. They was like, well, if these cats like it,
Right.
then we
Yeah.
must be doing something right.
Yeah,
That's
and
what
at the end of the
happened
day,
in
we're
baseball.
just
That's what happened
we're
in
rapping for our homeboys anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what it was, bro. I think that's what kept us going, and that's what kept me going was watching you kind of. Oh, damn, there's competition now. All right.
You put down the bat and picked up the pin.
Yeah, exactly, bro, exactly.
And we started writing rhymes and we just kept going. And what was funny is we kept going with it. And what do you call it? Evolution. We evoluted with the
Evolved.
Evolved.
Yep.
He made a word up.
That's what you call the premature evacuation.
We evolved with the times, and then Cypress Hill dropped. And once Cypress Hill dropped, it was like we're on another level. We gotta catch these guys.
Right.
Yeah.
House of Pain, too. man.
House of
Bad.
Pain.
Bro,
That
I remember
whole
we-
Soul Assassins library
Yeah.
in the beginning.
Do I see
is
you at all the
probably most
concerts?
dope.
Remember at Celebrity with Cypress Hill? We were all there. It's like you see how everybody's like, oh man, it was on fire, bro. Yeah. It was great.
Real quick story with that with Cypress Hill back in the days. Me and Lil Chris, my brother, we went backstage. You guys got us back there, and we stole their food and their chicks. Ain't gonna lie.
In that order.
Hey, them bitches were hungry.
Sounds like you hit the ladies with the power paint. La comida.
You know, like chicken salad and shit. Breakfast chicken salad.
I know you're hungry,
Wait,
bro.
where's Chris at, bro? That's
I know he's.
You guys didn't
part of the
invite him?
podcast. No, we
Yeah.
did, but I don't know where he's at.
That's the
Maybe
homie, bro.
He'll come through, he'll
Me
come
and Chris have our own little history, man. He's always been a good dude. You know what I'm saying? We go back a long time, like George and I. So it's just like he's here in spirit. So
He'll be here later.
I have a question for Pep as well. Huh? You know, since we got you for a limited time, what is your vision or your perspective seeing everybody here that's been part of this and, you know, the podcast itself, SeunevA, the type of people that they're interviewing? You know, what is your perspective on this and what do you think about it?
You know, I think it's awesome because it's part of the evolution of our cultura, you know, being Chicano, being Mexicano, being Latino. We have to start flexing our muscle. And whether it's, you know, political empowerment, whether it's driving the economy, whether it's, you know, inspiring folks, you know, we've been too silent for too long. And we've got, you know, I think there's, 7.1 million people in the state of Arizona.
Yep.
And people that identify
Fifth
as,
largest city.
yeah, people that identify as Chicano or Hispano or Latino. That's 33% of the population. And so we need, you know, we have the numbers now, you know, we need to leverage that population for the benefit of our community, whether it involves, you know, policy changes at the local school board level or at the state legislature or on the federal level. You know, we have to create a presence. And so, you know, right now, you know, the folks that identify as Chicano or Latino or Mexicano, you know, we're the largest growing labor force in the state of Arizona.
Majority. We're the majority.
You know, and so we have to you know, empower those individuals because we're becoming part of the larger labor force in the state of Arizona. But we still have a majority of the lower paying jobs, so our economic impact isn't as much as it should be.
Wow.
You know, you can have, you know, you can have 10% growth in the labor market, but if, you know, majority of those individuals in that labor growth are making minimum wage or just above minimum wage, well, you're not having that economic impact that the numbers should reflect. You know, but I think that that correlates to what you're doing here on this platform. You know, growing the awareness, growing the cultura, and establishing a presence through this platform, because people are listening, people are watching, and you set the tone for those kids that the young adults, 18 to 32, that are looking for inspiration, that are looking for leadership. And one of the things that happens with young people is that they may encounter a judge, they may encounter a police officer, an executive,
But never in this setting.
but never in this setting. But when they do, and they share the same skin color,
Yep.
it motivates them to
Correct.
do something.
Yeah.
It motivates them to do something. You walk into a courtroom and the presiding judge, he or she is Chicano, and you're there and you're watching the proceedings and watching the process take place, unfold, and you walk out of there thinking, oh, we had a Judge Gonzalez, we had a Judge Ibarra, and this can happen. This can happen in our community, and this
Someone
is
that looks like
inspiration
me,
for our kids.
someone who's
Exactly.
Like I had a Judge Mary Rose
Sounds like me.
Wilcox.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, I
That
think
goes
what you
back
guys
to-
what you guys said earlier.
I was just gonna say that goes back to what I said earlier. Is that we need to step up, and even if we don't realize it, because our cultura, our people are humble, right? So a lot of times we don't see ourselves as mentors, but like you said, the younger people are watching. They're
We
looking.
have a
Exactly.
duty. We have a duty, man. We have a responsibility, right?
Exactly.
We do have a duty, and this is one thing I always wanted to touch on. But now that you bring it up, Greg, is like with your position that you're in, and George with the position you're in the glazing industry, and Vince and you in the hardware, and you being Jeff being just a hardworking individual with what you do is in the community. Is like when we lift each other up in the positions we're in now, just showing like being like me working for the city and being project management. We have to let these younger generations now that know that this is the fields to get into because there's a lucrative environment for you. But if we don't do that, there's not going to be somebody underneath them to do it because people want to do a YouTube channel. They want to do all these things.
I do a fucking podcast.
Yeah, a podcast. But like these
OnlyFans.
this culture that we created is us of being hardworking individuals. If we can let them know that there is success being a 9-to-5,
Right.
then you can go. What I've understood is like I can go work a 9-to-5 and I can still put another 4 in for what I want to do personally. But go out there and be the next glazer. Go out there and get those those journeyman wages, and let's go out there and be fire department. Let's go be city officials, project managers. Let's go be judges and lawyers and all those things and the hardworking culture. Because if we don't spread that to the youth now, there's not going to be anybody else to continue that going up.
No,
So let me throw this out real quick. Just I want, and I think I mentioned this to you before. A goal of mine has always been through my organization, through Los Bomberos, and with all the connections and people that we have, especially important people, Pep. A goal of mine has always been to put on a young men's conference. There hasn't been a young men's conference in a long
that's a
time,
great
and I
idea.
think it's the perfect, exactly what you were talking about, to bring individuals like us that look like us, that talk like us, that come from where we come from, and be the example for these young. I want to do a men's conference because there's an attack on masculinity out there. We need to grab our young men and we need to be that example and show them you can do this. This is what, it doesn't matter. You can have a 63 like Vince is parked outside with the rag top down. Georgia's 65.
Vince got a little
you know what I mean? My 38. You know what I mean? You're 39.
100%.
And you can
100%, man.
do whatever you want to do and respect and enjoy and promote your cultura, but at the same time, be a responsible young man and take care of your families and lift other people up. So
And understand that those rides that you have out there are bought from the 9-to-5, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that you can have everything you want, and that's what we do in our culture. It's like, that's our lifestyle. To me, coming up was like, hey, you get a nice ride. You got a cool house. You got your family and everybody. That's cool. That's success. But it don't have to go crazy, immaculate lifestyles like that. You just
pay the bills first.
pay the bills. Take care of your
business.
family. Yeah, you know what I mean. Because as our parents get older, we have to be able to be ready for those things as our children have to do for us in that time.
I think we're gonna talk.
So, let me
later
ask
we're
you
gonna
guys-
talk about some stuff.
Is this what this is doing for you guys, or people out there? You think this is what this?
Honestly do, dude. When people listen to this and just see our diversity and how everybody's in a different realm, like nobody does what I do.
Right.
Nobody does what Ray does.
Right.
Nobody does what Pep does. Nobody does what you do. Like we don't have two of the same people in the group.
That was the intention of why we brought some of the intention why we brought the guests was because we wanted to show that people are doing cool stuff in different silos, so to speak, fields,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Judge, artist, t-shirt, clothing line,
Poor guy.
that kind of stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's cool stuff, and just to highlight the people that sometimes other people don't know that they're doing that.
You don't
Right.
think
Well,
about it, right?
yeah.
You just don't think about it, man. Everybody stands on each other's shoulder, right? You got to, man. You know, you got to. I'm a firm believer. You got to leave the world a little better place than you found it.
100%.
Amen.
Right, and that goes to the youth, right? You got to, man, dude. You can do it too, right? You can do whatever the fuck you want to do, right?
Yep.
We're smart. We're powerful, man. You know, you don't have to be stuck. You don't have to be pigeonholed into anything. You
Yep.
do whatever the fuck you want to do. You want to fuck up? Fuck up. That's on you, right? You got to be successful, then be successful. Because there's a lot of examples out there that did.
Exactly. You know, this platform allows you to go beyond the stereotype, and that's and that's a stigma that the Chicano culture has always been stuck with. You know, the dropout rate, the lack of college educated families, so on and so forth. But this platform allows a discussion that goes beyond the stereotype and exposes personalities to our population.
Right.
That says, hey, look, we got multi-dimensional, Chicano heroes out there that are doing things, and so that's the way I see. I was asked that. You asked me the question a little while ago, but that's pretty much how I see it. I said you're able to provide a platform where you're going beyond the stereotype and you're exposing to you're showing the community that there are professional Chicanos out there that are doing a lot of things that are a lot in various different various disciplines, whether it's education, whether it's politics, whether it's government, public safety, whatever the case may be, business, But I know Jeff, you have you're like a serial entrepreneur, and I think that's inspiring for a lot of people because not only are you going into an area business, but you're also showing people that you have the drive, you have the discipline, you have the confidence, you believe in what you're doing, you believe in yourself, and so all of that translates through this show, through these conversations for people. So my question to you, Jeff, is what are you going to do next?
After the Super Bowl.
After you lose the Super Bowl.
After my OnlyFans, guys on there. No, you know what? Kind of going back to, we all have our niche, right? But we don't. All of us, we don't have just one niche. Every one of us here is doing more than one thing. One, whether it's a source of income, or if it's a giving back or something. We're not just working our jobs and going home. We're doing our thing. After our jobs, we're doing another thing. Some of us are doing another thing, whether it's giving back to the community, whether it's another source of income, and that's what's cool about our culture and everything.
But let me tell you one thing like this, just you being the inspiration you are for what you do, professionally. But then when you go out and for instance, when you were in San Francisco for the game, it's inspiring, bro, to see that our people are working hard to be able to do what they want.
Right.
So even you going out of the country and going there, I think you should post those things and let everybody know what you're doing, bro, because it is possible by being a regular human being. You can afford those things and go see the world.
Yeah, because you know what? We ain't famous, right? We're not. But hey, man, but we're doing what we're supposed to be doing, right? We're doing things right. How you say? Heroes ain't the word I'm looking for.
Evoluted.
Yeah, we're
You're a storyteller, man.
well, we're just hey man, we're just standing on somebody else's shoulders, right? We're just getting somebody else's path. That's what I guess.
Kind of what Adam was saying is there's a lot of stuff that I don't post. I post different stuff on Instagram, on Snapchat.
You should be promoting the podcast.
I should. But you know what?
You didn't mention the podcast once in San Francisco, bro.
Another part.
Yeah, fuck, we saw Mr. T though.
Another part is I don't want to come off as like a show off. You know what I mean?
not.
But I do want to.
Yeah,
I do want to show people dude, a kid from the barrio. I've been to so many different countries, and it's not like. And you know what really sparked it was sports, dude. Sports is what really kept me out of trouble. Sports is what was the jump start for me, in traveling and stuff. I always wanted to travel. In elementary school, you open up textbooks and you see Niagara Falls, you see the Great Wall of China and this and that. I thought about going over there, but I wasn't okay, I'm gonna make a trip to go over there. I accidentally went there by way of whatever route. I ended up at the 2008 Olympic Games because a good friend of mine ended up competing there. Henry Cejudo won a gold medal from West Side, Maryville. You know what I mean?
Shout out Henry, man.
I was able to be a part of that, and I was invited to join USA, Wrestling, and got to manage him. A whole lot of other things. avenues I got to experience. But sports is what ultimately my parents put me in sports purposely to keep me off the streets.
They instilled it in you just to be like,
Instilled it in
yeah.
me. You know what I mean?
Well, that's
And
good,
God-
man.
There's more to the world, bro. There's
Yeah.
more to the world than what's right here, right?
Right.
It's just that's just the truth of the matter,
But
right?
but like Adam said, dude, like I got photos of me with this famous person, that famous person, this famous, whatever. But recently I ran into Mr. T. It wasn't the real Mr. T, but it was.
You can't. They don't count that, man.
I pity the fool.
Pain.
Like my pet mouse.
But what do I think I'm gonna get into next, man? Oh man.
Make it positive, whatever it is.
Professional wrestling.
No, you know what?
UAC punk.
Luchador.
I think I'm gonna beat George in comedy.
There you go.
Oh, joke off.
You know what?
Hey, whoa, easy.
Kind of going back to
your brakes.
being inspired by all you guys. I think I need to take my business up a notch.
Yeah,
That's what it's about, bro.
I just
That next level.
I need to take my business up a notch, and my passion, man. I love seeing the world.
That
bro.
could be your
I wanna travel
tagline
some
right
more.
there.
I want to.
The garage door, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Garage door.
Garage door. Take it up a
Ups and
notch.
downs.
Garage door open it up, and you don't know what opportunity lies on the other side.
Yeah, we're all here,
You know?
so utilize the resources that you
Yeah,
can.
absolutely.
We're all here for you.
A thing I like to hear is positive stories, man. When somebody says, "Hey, this person's doing good. This person did that. Their kids did this." I love those kind of stories, right?
Oh,
Because
yeah.
you hear twisted bullshit, right? And when I run into homies, when I grew up with, and how you doing? I'm doing good. Those are the fucking shit I like to hear, right? You know. The daughters,
Weeders.
yeah. Well, fuck, I went to Towson, man. My compa he thought weeding was spelled with a W. I was like, no, fucking W, stupid. But, you know what I mean? Positive stories, man. I like positive stories. That everybody out here, everybody's successful, man. I like it, man.
George, I have a question for you, George. So
Yes.
you're good with the bat, awesome baseball player.
Don't go that far, Pat. that was A-ball. That was the fucking A-ball flipping with the
Turntables.
And he's a rapper.
George,
Hey,
you guys, because you guys are really pumping them up.
Yeah, you can embellish the truth a little bit. So get some America,
Cheryl
right?
shit.
He slipped you
And
a 20.
you're rapping, you're in the music, things of that nature. So what other hidden talent do you have that you haven't
makes
shared
fucking
with your
cakes.
audience, man? Because you have a face for radio
And a voice. And a voice.
and a voice. But
I love
what
the
hidden
voice, bro.
talent is there that you haven't shared with us?
Do tell.
I don't know.
Tell him.
What do you think? Wait, Michael knows.
He's a good baker.
He can bake. He also, you know what? He's a very good artist.
Yes.
Well, I've always known that.
Okay.
I just wonder why he never did anything with it.
Yeah, I don't know why he did either.
Commit?
Wow.
Is that a commitment thing?
No, let me tell you. When I would always draw, when
Are
I
we
was
prying?
young-
We're getting the layers now.
Hey, Dr. Phil ain't here.
when I used to hit up walls, when I used to do my drawings, flyers and stuff like that, do all my stuff, people would come and say, "Man, this shit's dope, right?" And I'll be like, okay, I think I got it, you know. And then, and this is no shit, I see guys like Bomb. I see guys like my partner Freddie back in the days, and their shit was way above me. And I used to be that guy that go, nope, I'm not gonna sell my shit. I'm not. That was me. That's how I felt. And I was stupid for doing that. Because I could have did a lot more with my art, my music, whatever I did back then. I could have did a lot more.
Do you think that any of that was a result of the people that you had around you? Not
No, that was me.
But not saying yes, you can. Like
No.
yeah, you can do it.
I
You
was
know what I
always
mean?
the
You're
bad
comparing
guy.
yourself.
My mom and dad were always my tias, my grandma, my nana, and all that.
That's
They
you.
would say, "You're dope." My friends, "You're dope."
Your tia said
And
that?
then I would say, and then I'd come out and look at these guys and go, "This motherfucker did an ice cube on the wall. Ah, man, my shit sucks."
Hey, look, man,
And I'd
comparison.
hold myself back. That was me holding myself. It was.
But it's a different artist. So
even
artists
with
have
this-
different style.
Exactly.
even-
Yeah.
You know what? Comparison is a thief of
Yeah,
joy,
it's
man.
bad.
Yeah, for sure.
Specifically
Be
with
yourself,
art.
man.
Yeah.
Be yourself.
And that's what it was. It was like that's why I've always you might not have had the faith in yourself, but when I always saw with everything you were doing, I always have like, okay, there's at some point there's my competition. But you know what I mean? But that's what drove us to be better people. I mean, you and I never butted heads for anything growing up, bro. And it was always a mutual respect. Like, hey, I just appreciated having somebody who was doing the same thing as I was because I didn't feel alone. So that's why I always got like I always had admiration for you as a human being. You're a good dude. You were a skater for one. You're a rapper. You're a graffiti artist. We were the same person. So it was just like, but you're over here, I'm over here, and it's like we're still representing.
man.
We're just spreading it out a little bit.
Even skating, man. Even when it came to skating.
Eddie Joe tore me up.
You said it, man.
Hey, rest in peace, Eddie Joe.
Joe, man.
Shout out to
Eddie Joe made me not want to skate no more.
Johnny Eddie Joe. Eddie
Joe.
Joe, man.
Yep.
Baddest motherfucker who
He
skated.
was, bro.
He was
He
a
was,
hood legend.
Hood legend.
That guy would have been the greatest skater.
Could have been the Christian Hosoi of Arizona skating.
Arizona.
We talked about it before. Wasted talent, man.
Yeah, wasted talent.
The best
bro.
talent is on the streets, bro.
It is.
It's on the streets, man. In sports, art, it's on.
Rutilio could do a what you call it? What do they call the big boards?
Long
The longboards.
longboard,
Rutilio
yep.
does the longboards now.
Yep.
So check this out. Kind of going back to what George is talking about. I guess what he was trying to say was, we're our worst enemy.
Yeah,
I'm
for
our
sure.
worst man.
And I am my
Yeah.
worst
I'm
enemy.
bad.
I have
My worst
total
critic.
support from my friends. I have total support from my family, dude. And I come from a really good family foundation, dude. It's puro amor, man. With my family, and not just immediate family, extended family, dude. I'm rich already with
Yeah.
my family, dude. I am truly blessed.
Bro, look at the rancho, bro. Look how many people came
Yeah,
out. Look
look,
at everybody out here. Look at
Everybody
the
here's
homeboys,
blessed, bro.
Look at Loquito
We're
back
all
in
blessed.
all the homeboys, Larry, everybody that came out.
That's
Oh,
another
yeah.
dude.
But
That's
that's
another dude that
that's
I
what I'm
looked at.
saying.
Larry, man.
Yeah.
Larry was another dude. I go, this motherfucker.
Called you MF, right?
But at the same time, dude, I am my worst enemy. I get in
Your
my
own
head,
worst critic.
You know what? Like, man, dude, the sky's the limit, dude. I have so much talent that haven't even like tapped into, and the people that know me and
Do you like? Do you consider yourself a competitive person?
I'm very competitive. And
Competitive.
I'm competitive with myself, not with other people.
Okay,
but
I'm gonna change
myself.
I'm gonna change the tide a little bit. You know,
Let's
we're
do it.
getting a little serious over here, but I want to talk about competitiveness when it comes to Jeff, because I heard a story that that there was a situation where there was these two beautiful women arguing over Jeff, and they had to have a competition on who could drink their beer first. Jeff made them have a competition of who could drink the beer first. Whoever drunk their beer
won
first
Jeff.
won Jeff.
Shotgun?
Is this a true story?
What a prize.
Is this a true story?
You know the reason they
No, hold
won?
on. Is it a true story?
Yes.
Okay. I was about to call Paulo over here and have her vouch for this.
You know the reason they won?
so lazy.
Because the one that drank it faster was more peda, therefore I was better looking.
Win-win.
Yeah, el guapo, el guapo.
All of a sudden, I'm like, wapo.
You went from-
My OnlyFans jumped up and shit.
Well, from there, he went from J-Lo to J-Ho.
That judge says,
From J-Lo, J-Ho to J-O.
It's official. The judge said it's official.
And one of the things that you mentioned, Tim, just a moment ago, is the street culture. Just stop and think, the number of things. Just stop and think about our pop culture as it
Right.
exists today,
Right.
and how street culture has influenced it to where street culture is pop culture now.
Right.
Yeah.
Back in the 50s, 60s, it was a little rock and roll,
This
you know,
is the new rock and roll now.
and exactly. There's no delineation between
It's all blended,
street
man.
culture and pop culture because it's all in the same. So this is a platform where you can expose all the positive in our barrios, in our neighborhoods, and show people that there's a lot of talent out there. There's a lot of Chicano talent out there. Whether
in my work, man, when I've been in my career 30 years, but when I first started, man, it was khakis and button-ups or,
Like
college-
Target.
The Pendletons.
Yeah. And that
Kirkland
was.
signature,
And then
Costco.
about 10 years ago,
Yes.
it was like, hey, man, be your own person, right?
Yep.
And then I started working like I dress now, right? And I saw more looks in people's faces like, fuck, you know what I mean?
I can relate to him more.
No, the opposite.
Oh.
It's like, fuck, he looks like a fucking Chicano. He looks like a fucking cholo. He looks like a fucking dude from the neighborhood.
I gotta excuse
Well,
myself.
that's who I am. But anyhow, I believe in, man, be who you are, man.
Right.
And I truly, truly believe that. And I think sometimes, like, when I was working at khakis, I wasn't my whole self, man. I wasn't who I was, man. And so I feel much more comfortable these days where I can tell the young kids, hey, man, be the fuck you want to be, bro. You just be smart. Don't be fuck. You know, I'm a firm believer that birds of a feather flock together. If you're a good bird, you're going to be surrounded by good birds. You're an asshole, you're
definitely
surrounded by
true.
fucking assholes. Don't be a fucking asshole. Be a good bird, right? Yeah, that's all I believe.
And isn't that such a simple lesson
Simple, man.
to our brothers and our sisters?
Oh,
Just,
yeah.
just be yourself.
Be your fucking
Believe
self.
in yourself. Prove it to yourself. Be confident in what you're doing. Challenge yourself every day because you have nothing
Challenge
to prove
yourself
to
every
anybody
day,
other
man.
than yourself.
You know what, Pep? Like, there was a point in time, and it wasn't too long ago. Everybody around me, man, that I grew up with was successful and whatever. They found their niche. You know, I was praying to God, asking God, like, what's my true talent? What's my true talent? And people were telling me, like, really? Like, you don't know your true talent? I was like, do you know what my talent is? They're like, yeah. I'm like, what is it? They're like, and they still wouldn't tell me. You know what I mean? But like that.
Well, fuck, what is it?
You didn't even tell us.
I'm curious. I'm like the Inquirer. I want to know.
Don't call that a problem, but I call it a gift. No, but you know what? It
Yeah, fuck it.
Okay, let's get back.
Yeah.
So going
Anyway.
off of, Pep brought this up earlier, and I think it was a really great question. He asked you, Jeff, originally, but as a group and individually, what's the next level for the podcast?
Michael.
The next level, the overall goal is
We're on episode 20, so 20 through 30. Where are we at?
20 through 30 is to get a little bit more diverse guests.
Yes.
Different types of
We
interests.
have to get
that
more
type of
women
thing.
on the show.
we got a
man.
female coming
Yeah,
up.
Yeah, you
definitely
know what?
trying to
Female.
target
If you guys don't if you guys don't mind, I got some suggestions for you later on. We'll talk
Hey, we'll
about
take
it.
it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think
And then-
that there's a bunch of powerful Chicano women,
are.
not to
We'll
mention
take it.
women in
That's what
general,
we're looking at, man.
that can really benefit from this broadcast.
And the
We're gonna
people-
empower
and
the
the
young girls out there, man.
The
Yes, sir.
people that are listening, drop them in the comments. You know, throw us some names, even if we don't know them. Throw us some names. You know, connect us with them. If there's somebody out there that you would like to see, somebody that's positive, doing some stuff that would fit right in with us,
Bro,
feel
I'm telling you,
free,
like even
drop 'em.
right now off the top, Vanessa Ramirez, you know what I mean, Stephanie Vasquez,
I've
powerful
been talking to
Chicanas.
people-
Yeah,
We're down for that, man.
Yeah.
We're
I
down
talked to
for it, man.
Vanessa.
Yeah, we're-
that's a lot more.
Because this is a whole thing, man. It ain't dudes. It's a chick. It's everybody, man. Right?
Hey, you know what?
we're gonna. Hey, man, we're gonna lift. High tide raises all ships, right?
For sure, and I think that's a great opportunity that you guys provide for everybody. So we'll definitely, bring it all to whatever we can. Just
Lupe
connect.
Encinas.
Yeah, connect everybody.
She signed on. We just haven't scheduled her yet.
Good.
Lupe Encinas. She's a business owner. She's running for city council in Glendale.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's another positive female in our community on the west side. Not just in the west side, but just in general for the Chicano culture, for Mexicanos. That's another female that's that we have on the
Out there.
radar. Next week when we film, we're gonna have a woman by the name of Nikay Sanford, who's a real estate agent. Apparently, she's killing it in the real estate industry. But not only that, she's a vaquera. She's
a vaquera.
She's
Nice.
riding a horse, pistolera. She's
That's cool.
she
That's cool.
barrel shooting. I don't know what the name of the sport.
Rodeo
Right,
queens,
right.
bro. They're rodeo queens. My niece is the rodeo queen in New Mexico, so that's
So, you know what I mean?
part of it.
We're trying to break it up. We're trying to break it up.
We're trying to spread it out,
Right.
man.
And then what's the
All
goal?
walks of
What's the
life.
end goal? I mean, what is the end
The
goal
end goal
with
is to
it?
keep highlighting individuals, or guests that we bring in. But overall, what I'd like to do, or we'd like to do, is create SeunevA as the platform, as like the umbrella, and then underneath it, start having people having their own podcasts under this like network or broadcast channel, so to speak. So having like the unpaid interns, they can start a podcast
Correct.
with their peers.
Yep.
It's all under the umbrella of SeunevA Lifestyles. We have the equipment, we have the location. Other people, if they have an idea that fits within our vision, then we'll put them under the podcast, and we can help, edit, shoot, that type of thing, and then eventually we can start maybe trying to monetize it.
Yeah, we're not the end. We're the beginning, right?
Yeah.
Let somebody else do it, right? We'll hand it over. No problem. We'll hand it over. We're the beginning.
And I think that's great that you guys we're no spring chickens, but like the OGs. When my kids call me OG, that means old guy. You know what I'm saying?
It does. They lied to you,
They
man.
ain't lying, bro. So I'm the old guy.
Old guys
You know what I
rule,
mean?
man.
That's what it is.
But if it takes us to inspire the youngsters to come up and do it, man, and provide the platform, like, hey, the unpaid interns becoming the paid interns,
Right,
that just
that's
shows
a
there's
level right
growth.
there.
Let me ask you
That's
guys a
it.
question, because I know you guys all been there. I mean, when you walk into a place and you're like, fuck, I don't belong here, right? It's all gavachos, right? You know, whatever. You get that feeling, right? I don't belong here. This ain't my place. Okay.
But I own it. When I walk
Fucking
in,
own it.
I own that
Fuck
shit.
yeah, own it.
Like, I ain't supposed to be here, but hey, I guarantee you by the end of the night, you're gonna fucking be one of my good friends, bro.
Yeah,
That's what it is. And
I agree.
that's how I always thought of Ray. Like, Ray could walk into a room and everybody's his friend by the end of the night.
Everybody turn look
They're
at
trying to
you,
get a
right?
free T-shirt.
Yeah.
Where do I get one of them cups? Where do I get one of them cups?
I tell you, if you're walking in that room, you do belong there,
Exactly.
and you need to understand
There's
that.
no
Absolutely.
mistake. That's
Right.
timing. That's
Right.
God's timing. You're supposed to be there.
Yeah. You know, like, I go play golf sometimes, different places, Scotch, and I'm like, fuck, everybody turns and looks at me, man. You know what? Fuck you guys. I'm here. I got fucking, my money's green.
That's right.
I'm fucking here.
Yeah.
It's like that old motto. It's just
You
like,
know-
act like you've been there before.
Act like I've been here
Exactly.
before.
Act like
You
you've
know,
been there before.
I got,
Speaking of golf, Pep, Cinco de Mayo golf
yeah,
tournament
the
coming
great,
up.
the
I mean,
great
it's months
philanthropist
away,
that you
but-
are.
Oh, we're gonna plug it. Let's do it.
But registration is going to be
Registration. We're doing a soft rollout this week while we're getting our information and our flyers printed. But it's May 11th, 2024 at Palm Valley Golf Course. And
Where's that located at, Pep?
right there on North Litchfield Road, just south of Thomas
Yep,
in
been there.
Goodyear,
Good
Palm
course.
Valley.
Nice course.
Palm Valley Golf Course. It's
Nice
our
course.
31st annual. Will sell out at 216 golfers, as we have probably the last
And
10
it's
years.
all-
Go
fast.
check. Hey, man, everybody, go check it out. It's
It's a
that's the
party.
shit, dude.
It's a golf
It's a
experience,
good time.
man. It's a golf
good-
experience.
And how do you register?
I'll send you the information. You know,
For our listeners.
for our listeners, actually, you can go to our Facebook, Westside Recreation Program on Facebook. That's our social media page. But you know what? We've been doing this for 31 years, and
amazing.
it's a golf experience. I tell people, you know, you
It's a
go out
good
there
golf
and you leave the golf course, you're on your way home, and at some point between leaving the golf course and arriving at your place, you're thinking, how do I get back into this thing next year? Because I want to be part of it next
That's
year.
awesome.
You know, as opposed to going out there to a golf tournament and it's, you know, you've got measured people out there that are watching what they say, watching what
Yep.
they do, and at the end of the day, they're done with that experience. They've done their duty for their business or for whomever, but they're not thinking
And
about
the
coming back the
proceeds
next
go
year.
to-
Right.
You know.
So, do you have a category for like drunk Chicanos when we show up? And we like, do we get a
That's all that-
handicap?
turn
Do we
it
get a
on.
handicap?
Can't go.
Hang on, hang on. Hey, hang on. We got to take a break. We'll come back to the golf tournament right now, okay?
You got it.
All right.
And we'll come back with everything else. I look good.
No, you don't. Hey, we're back. And for you that didn't pick up on it, George does not look good. Hey, we switched out guests. We got
Enrique.
Enrique,
What's up?
Mr. Phoenix.
Mr. Phoenix, right?
What's up?
He was an
Yeah.
alley cat at one
He was
time.
an alley
DJ.
cat, yeah.
I was an alley cat, yep.
Might
And he
recognize
sat
him.
in for you.
Now he's
Yes.
a dirty rat.
Yeah.
That was a dirty rat.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Okay.
You could.
Ratatouille.
Hey, yeah.
Ratatouille.
I didn't know this was an intervention, but I'll take it. All right.
New
I'll
kids
ta-
on
Well,
the
since we're here,
Since
I
we're
noticed
here.
that one of them's drinking a White Claw.
Where's my fruit, by the way? Fucking, where's my
He
tahini?
ain't sponsored by White Claw.
Where's my tahini, bro? Got the hit me. I wanted like Cobra. You know what I'm saying? Cobra Arcade. I don't need that shit.
Well, that's why we had the cups.
Yeah, no shit.
Oh, yeah, you didn't get a cup?
We're all drinking.
I didn't get a
White Claw.
Come on, hey.
Look at their aluminum. They're great.
White Claw, you guys want to advertise for SeunevA? Let's go, baby. Go.
Hey,
Enrico.
you had a serious
Go ahead,
question?
Greg. Yeah.
Gregorio.
I said, what's up?
I want to tie back into. I'm gonna take it a little on the serious side, man. 'Cause
go
you guys
for it.
told us. Come up with some questions. I'm gonna tie back to what we talked about before. Pretty much everybody here, in some way, shape, or form, has ties back to the neighborhood. You know what I mean? And I think our generation, 80s, 90s, we're different, right? It was a little different from our parents, from what our kids are experiencing now. You know what I mean? From the neighborhood to the gangs to the drugs, it was tough. And when we look at everybody that comes from where we come from, and we talk about the positivity, there's absolutely no doubt that there was negativity in our life. You know what I mean?
100%.
Yeah, no doubt.
100%. That we all dealt with something. So my question is, can you think of something that happened growing up in your life that had an impact on you and maybe changed your perspective, coming from where we come from, experiencing the things that we experience in the barrio, in the neighborhood, that change your perspective as as a person, as a man, as a father. You know what I mean?
Sure.
You know what I mean? I look back on my life, and there was some significant things. I mean, we can go on for days about all the shit that happened in the neighborhood. You know what I mean?
100%.
But I was thinking about this question, and I remember I was a sophomore, and I think it was it your graduation? You were at my brother's graduation party?
Yeah.
Joey Chavez got killed?
Yeah.
By his
We were on
girlfriend,
Latham.
right?
No, they
So
came
what
through. Somebody came through the neighborhood and
It
they
was-
blasted through the fence.
It was,
Oh, is that what it was?
That's not what Joey passed away.
When was it?
No,
Well, what party
there-
was
there-
that?
It was a graduation party, yeah.
It was the graduation
The
party.
drive by through the
through the gate.
Yeah.
I just remember that happening. I was pretty young at the time. Like I said, I was a
Yeah.
sophomore, and just seeing everything that went down. You know what I mean? It was
Yeah, it was crazy.
there were significant things, and then things in my own personal life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That was what 92.
It was
That was 92. Fast forward a couple years, 94. I remember being woken up by my mom screaming, you know what I mean? Because my brother had got shot, and Paul, that was when Paul and Matt got killed, you know what I mean? So there was just, those kind of things stuck with me.
Right.
Those kinds of things stuck with me to the point where I was like, I don't want to do this. Like,
Right.
especially growing up and
Changing
getting
narrative.
older, change your perspective, change like, I don't want to do this no more, you know what I mean?
That's a tragic
Growing up.
event, though. It's a tragic.
That's tragedy, you know what I mean? And that happened all the time where
No
we
shit.
come from.
Yes,
you know
it
what I
did.
mean? And so growing up, becoming a father, it was like, I don't want my kids to deal with this. You know what I mean? I did my very best to try to shelter them from the things that we dealt with, the things that we experienced in our lives growing up. And I think we all, coming from where we come from, dealt with those kind of things. You know what I mean? So is there something that you guys can think back and reflect on your lives that kind of maybe change your perspective?
So like the life-changing moment. that
Yeah,
changed you.
I can say
I
that.
got one.
Go ahead.
So, for me, Glendale, Arizona, dude. Clavelito Park, 52nd Ave, downtown Glendale area. Drug infested, bro. Big time heroin. You know what I mean? Like, so, I know so many people who've been tecatos, you know what I mean? Relatives, friends, whatever. And a lot of people trip out on this, dude. But it's true. One of my friends, when we were in 6th grade, was the first time he took a needle to his arm, dude. You know what I
Sixth
mean?
grade,
Like,
bro.
sixth grade, bro. You know what I mean? That's serious shit, man. Anyway, long story short, I could have easily gone that route. But my dad, bro, he was always right here. Like, when he wasn't around, my dad was like, I always thought, I was afraid of my dad. Not because, like, my dad would whip me or anything. My dad only whipped me once. And my dad, when he whipped me, he cried more than I did. My sister saw that shit. My sister Paula. She saw that shit. My dad whipped me. Because he didn't whip us. Because he didn't have to. We were afraid of him.
Right.
But not in that way.
That's a respected.
Yeah. Respect kind of way. And anyway, I'm in high school, whatever. Start smoking marijuana and this and that. And then I got into psychedelics, bro. You know, I started dropping acid and shit like that. And then I was tripping, and it was fucking fun. You know what? It was fun.
No hesitation.
I seen all the characters.
Yeah.
You know, I was laughing, giggling, this and that, and everything.
A good
You
primo
know
is
what?
good.
It was a blessing in disguise, dude, because I had a bad trip one time, bro. I have an addictive personality. And I had a bad trip one time. I ended up in the hospital, bro. And then I remember, like, kind of coming out of it. And coming out of my trip, you know, and it was then when, like, my mom was standing over me when I'm in the hospital bed, and this is real shit, man. You know, we're taking the gloves off, dude.
Yeah.
Right.
My mom was standing over me, and she was like, "Do you want to be like your cousins? You want to be like this member, that member of your family, blah blah blah, whatever." I was thinking, no, I don't. You know what I mean? And it was a blessing in disguise that I went through that to scare me from
Open your eyes.
open my eyes
Yeah.
from drugs.
Yeah.
You know, and I veered away from sports. After that moment, I went back into sports, not necessarily like competing. I tried to compete a little bit, but then I got back into what I eventually got into was coaching and managing athletes. And
Grounded
shit.
yourself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly, dude. And that was my, like, turning point.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what
You made
my
something positive out of a negative situation.
eye opener.
good.
Correct. And then
It makes you just derail and going to the. That's like the Y in the road, right?
Yeah.
correct.
Yeah.
And that's what took me from going the wrong way and going to the right way.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's what opened up doors for sports. That's what opened up doors
For all these other
traveling and all
Yeah,
these
for
other
sure.
avenues, man. Positivity.
Right.
Positivity.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, for me, I came home from school one day, man, and I was just fucking up. I wouldn't do this shit for nothing, man. And I walked in the front door, and my dad had an army recruiter sitting there at the table, and he's like, I thought it was a fucking Avon lady. I saw the I was like, Avon lady. You know, had a cologne and little cars.
It was on the Rico. It was on the Rico.
I thought I was getting new cologne and shit.
You do need makeup.
You need makeup, son.
And I walked in, dude, and there was a lady sitting there, an army recruiter, and he said, hey, come here. I'm like, what's up, Dad? He goes, what are you going to do? You going to go to school or you going to get a job? And I was like, and it was a pissing contest to me at that point. I was like, we're going to join the army. What, do one of the fucking other.
Yeah.
All right. I ain't scared. So it was more pissing contest with me and my dad. So I signed the fucking contract, and then I joined the army, then I joined the Navy, and I didn't come back for 10 years. And that fucking changed me, bro, because it's true, man. The homies will still be here, right?
Right.
Oh, yeah.
They'll
Yeah.
still be here, man. The fans still be here. And,
Hopefully.
yeah, hopefully, right?
Like you said, some of them left
You know,
early.
and
Early.
and I met my wife when I was in the Navy at that point in California. And I've been married 34 years coming up, right?
Congratulations, bro. Congratulations. Hey, lover's lane, bro. That's what you do when you love somebody. 30 years, bro.
But you know what?
Oh, yeah.
It took that to get me the fuck out because I wasn't doing shit. I was just fucking off. I wasn't doing shit. So anyhow, that was. If it wasn't for my dad, fucking.
Hey, but first of
I was Avon lady.
all, thank you for your service.
Yeah, for
Right
sure.
on, man.
Yeah.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? I have a son in the military right now. He's in the Navy, and I'm gonna tell you right now, it's changed his life.
Yeah,
And I
fuck
think
yeah.
that, you know what I'm saying, the structure they provide
They
to
need
let
that
you know
structure,
who
yeah.
you are as an individual, it really gets you to where the next step where you need to
And
be.
I needed that, man, because I was
Exactly.
fucking lost, man. I was just like say fucking off.
Because we all have, we look back at the neighborhood, we lost so many friends.
Oh yeah.
People
Yeah.
from the neighborhood. There's people that are still doing the same thing that they were doing 30 years ago. You know what I mean? But then we look at individuals who are sitting here at this table, sitting here with us, sitting here in the background, friends who are successful. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's important to recognize the negative in people that turn that negative into a positive.
Yeah.
And a lot of times you don't realize it, man. You don't see the forest through the trees a lot of times, right? You just you're just fucking you're deadful. You're caught up in your own, whatever.
That's being young, bro.
Yeah,
That's
being young, man.
being young.
Young, dumb, and full of cum.
Yep.
Hey,
Video edit.
There's one there.
George, you know,
Yeah,
but I mean, coming with a man with so many talents and
Yeah.
Oh, no, not this again.
How much money did he give you on Bring
George
It On?
Ichiro.
you remember your Y in the road?
You know what? I'm gonna tell you straight up, real quick, man. No.
There was a point though. There
No.
was a point that you decided
No.
to say,
What about a
"Hey,
You just have a
Yeah.
Let me
zit.
tell you.
Maybe know why, but
I believe you though. I
Well,
believe
let me
George
tell
when he
you.
says that.
I seen homeboys get killed. I
Yeah.
seen people. My dad went to prison. He's not here no more.
Yeah.
But
Rest
let
in
me tell you-
peace.
Let me tell you,
Rest in peace.
I didn't.
he blessed you with that hair." But go ahead.
With that arm.
I grew
baseball
up
swing.
with my dad though, and I never seen that.
Yeah.
I never had that point where I went, and I need to stop doing this. You know why? Because this guy right here, my little brother,
Yeah.
my older brother, and my parents,
Right.
No shit.
they kept me straight.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you straight up, I was the little
Were
run.
you the cagapalo in the
No, I was the little guy, the little. You know, I never had to get into a fight because I always had homeboys, like Johnny back there. Go to class. I got this for you.
Yep.
And they used to.
I want to hang out with Johnny.
No, I had a bunch of dudes like that. They said, "You're the little guy here." You know, like you said, Adam. You're always cracking jokes and stuff like that. You know, you're saying that about me, and that's what I did. And sometimes I would take it too far.
That's a
and
vibe,
somebody
though.
want to throw some blows, and these guys would be like,
We got it.
"I'm taking."
Hey, I
that."
never seen anything happen because of you, bro. It always happened outside of it. You know what I'm saying? And that's what the homeboys did, bro.
Yeah,
They took
what's
care
up?
of you.
But then I met this dude right here. You know, I met
that
this
was your
dude
turning
right
point.
here. And now,
Dale
you know what?
beso,
Yeah,
dale
because you know
Kindergarten,
what?
though? Like,
'Cause
what year was that?
This fool liked the same shit I did. We
Right.
liked the same shit.
Yeah.
that goes a long way, bro.
And we're a
Find a
couple,
friend,
we're
man.
a couple
Yep.
years apart, but we like the same shit, the same music, same movies. the same
Skating.
kind of chicks, the
They have their,
skating,
period, they have their
everything like
periods
that.
on the same time.
And we did. Like, everybody was at the party. Everybody was at the party getting fucked up, doing their shit. Me and this guy were clearly Canadians looking for the chicks. That's what we were doing.
Canadian bacon. Canadian bacon.
100%.
And you know what? I'm going to tell you, all my homeboys here, everybody that's here, and then I got homeboys for days and days, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That were in the lifestyle, that were doing stupid shit.
Hey,
This
George,
and
let me
that.
say something. It sounded like your dad was present.
For sure.
Oh, yeah, my dad was
yeah.
present.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's the most important thing, right? Being
Right.
present dad, man.
Yeah.
He was there.
It means a lot, bro.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
It sounded
That's
like
a
he
lot.
was.
It does. Just
My
as
dad
important.
was, man.
Just as important as a father figure, our partners, our brothers, you know what I mean, somebody that, like you said, like Vince. You know what I
Yep.
mean, you connect. It's a more than partners, it's a brotherhood.
It is.
what's up.
bro. Hey, when you have somebody
you're
that looks out for
absolutely
you,
right.
bro, and that like got your back and takes, make sure you're doing the right thing. It's like I always hung out with the older homeboys.
Yeah.
Like I've always did that since I was a little kid, bro. Like my homeboy Johnny Salcido, rest in peace, and everybody else that I dealt with, bro.
Right.
Like George and them know, bro. It's like I was always involved with those people.
Yeah.
But I was protected by who they were.
Right, right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So they looked out for me like, hey, I know Bomb is a good motherfucker, and just like George too. It's like we're gonna take care of that dude because he's
Right.
gonna lead us in a different direction.
Right,
one
right,
day.
right.
And like you're doing now. So it's just like a blessing to have those kind of older homeboys who look out for you and protect you to make sure you're not really participating in the
Oh, yeah.
struggles that
Right.
they would necessarily be in. Because like I never fuck with no coke. I never did with no drugs like that. I even smoke a little bit, whatever. But it was always just beer and weed.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But you got those older homeboys that would just tell you like, hey, bro, this is what we do. That's not you have to
Right.
do. You know what I'm saying? And
Just
when
'cause
you
I
have
do, you
those
don't
kind
have
of
to
That's
do
true.
that.
yeah,
That's
when
true.
you got those people in your life who direct you the right way, it goes a long way, bro.
Hey, man, you need someone in your life to fucking call your bullshit, right?
Yeah.
100%.
You ain't gonna lie to me. You can lie to them, but you ain't lying to me. Right? You need someone in
I look at my older brother, and he was, we were hanging out in the neighborhood. We were on Monte Vista, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I used to get mad back in the day because he wouldn't let me.
Yeah.
And I used to get,
Yeah, bro.
It was like, you don't want your little brother hanging out with you and shit. But I look back now, and I think that was what he was doing. He was protecting me.
Right, for
That's
sure.
what it
He was
was.
looking
bro.
out for you.
Yeah. I don't want
It could have been way worse.
Oh, man.
Check
You know
this
what I mean?
out, great
sure.
dude. My cousin, our cousin, his name's Tico, right? He was this fucking guy could thump, bro. Like he could take anybody out, dude. And he was just naturally gifted with throwing chingazos, man. And you know what? He got shot. He ended up in a wheelchair. But rewind, my dad would not let me hang out with him when we were kiddos because my dad knew that he was a bad,
Yeah.
Influence. Bad influence. Whatever.
When we were little kids, bro, I was 8 years old, 9 years old, and he used to cry. He lived next door to me, dude. And my dad would not let me go next door to my own relative's house because my dad knew how he was going to end up. Prison.
Sure.
He ended up in a wheelchair, this and that, and everything,
Hey,
and no
dude.
disrespect to Tico, man. We call him Tico. No disrespect to him, man, but my dad fucking knew that shit from the
Hey,
beginning.
man, but
dude.
hey, Jeffrey, your dad was fucking hip.
He knew
Your
what
dad
time
was
it
hip, bro.
dude.
Your dad was
He knew
hip.
what time
He
it
knew it
was.
was up.
Yeah.
He knew it was
But
up.
you know
Hey,
what?
but sometimes them people that go through those trials and tribulations are examples for us to see.
Yeah.
To
Yeah.
be able to.
They're telling you, man.
Yeah, they're telling us, like, you know what I mean? And it's like, I got homeboy who's in wheelchairs right now. I got my homeboy Loquito right there. He used to have a crutch for fucking, I don't know how many years.
He's only
He
got
shot
four.
up.
He's only got 4 fingers.
But you know what I'm saying? It's those people who go through those things that are the example for us to be like, yo, we don't need to be that shit. So when we see our family and our dads and our tios and everybody, our primos, everybody that just say, hey, bro, pay attention to what your homeboys around you are going through.
Look around.
Little
Look
bit,
around.
little
Like
bit.
I said,
Yeah.
I was afraid of my dad, but not in the way like he used to beat me. He didn't beat me, dude.
Yeah.
He only whooped my ass once, and he cried more.
That's
than
all.
I
Hey,
did.
that's all he needed.
Yeah, that's all I needed. That's all you
That was
needed.
one thing I had in the neighborhood was my dad.
Right.
And then I had a few other dads.
Yeah.
You just looked up and
The
like,
mentors. Yeah.
Yeah, mentor.
no,
Yeah.
I ain't gonna do shit
Dude.
around this.
No,
dude.
yeah.
I couldn't do
This
shit in the neighborhood. Like the first time I kissed a girl, bro, like really French kiss.
Oh, we're
girl,
back.
like-
Ah, here we go. Here we go. Get the keys out.
Check it out.
That was 2 weeks ago.
I was 31. Hey, no, but check it out.
Cobra Arcade.
Dude, I couldn't do shit in the neighborhood, bro, because
French kiss.
dude, whether I was like
Got her
bombing
online.
cars with oranges or this,
Yep.
that, whatever, or when I macked on a girl or whatever for the first time. Dude, when I went home, the first time I kissed a girl, bro.
Ain't got
Like-
no game.
She had a mustache.
And he go,
She's a he. She's a he.
hey, this is 1980.
Yeah, 2021.
When it was legal.
This ain't 2020.
During COVID.
Not my mom.
Glendale was different.
Check it out.
Go ahead.
That was different.
When I went home, bro,
Grandel.
the first time I macked on this chick hard, like for,
that's
for
when you
real,
know he
smacked
just
on-
Go ahead, say it. You said it 5 times the same thing. Say what you want to say.
Yeah.
When I went home,
Okay.
my dad already knew that I was macking.
He's plugged in.
You can smell it on you.
He already
Plugged
knew.
in.
Fuck out
He
there.
was watering the grass, and we didn't have a sprinkler system. My dad was like this with a quart of beer in his hand.
Manguera.
You
Remember,
blamed
I said quart of beer.
you blamed your boner on
and
your
he had,
pleats.
and he had the
Nothing to see
manguera,
here.
That's how he's seen it.
and he had it folded, and he sees me, and he goes, and he was smiling.
Yeah.
And my dad was smiling.
Mañaco.
And then,
Yeah,
and then-
exactly.
And then my dad,
the hose in his mouth
he
and
just
shit.
goes like this. He just gives me the quart of beer.
Yeah.
He
Take a
just
little
gives me the
sip.
quart, and I give him a sip.
He's like, "You're
And I'm
21
like,
already."
Dad, what? And I'm already all shy and embarrassed because
Trying to hide your boner.
Yeah, try to hard your.
I had to tuck it in my waistband.
What, Dad? What?
I had to tuck it in my waistband.
You put it in your belt.
Wet waistband.
But you know what?
My waistband.
My homegirl, dude, Rochelle.
Your anchor blues.
Rochelle Roquillo, man, Roach. We used to call her Roach.
Yeah.
Man. May she rest in peace. Fool. You know what? She committed suicide when we were kiddos, dude.
Aw,
When we were
damn,
fucking
fool.
kids, man, because she was raped and shit, man.
Yeah.
She committed suicide when we were kids. But she was peeking on me and the other girl when we were macking.
What's her
And
name?
she's
What's
the
her
one
name?
that sprinted and ran to my dad and told my dad. They used to call my dad Dongi. Oh, Dongi. Oh, Jeffrey's over there.
Macking.
Hey, it wasn't your cousin, was it?
Hey, he bought her a McNick. He bought her a McNick
I know you
burger.
took her. I know you took her to the prom.
No, but that's how it was. I couldn't do shit in the neighborhood without my dad finding out, dude, because he had eyes and ears everywhere.
What's important? The father
What about
rose.
you?
Bro.
Yeah, I know. He.
And that's how, that's why my dad didn't have to whip my ass.
Hey, real quick on that note,
There's enough time.
Greg was saying that I have like some of my deepest homeboys, like the best friends of my life, bro, that are like straight up gang banging, the hardcore motherfuckers that did 20 plus years and all that stuff, and they heard Greg's podcast that you guys did, bro, and they were so enlightened by
Damn.
what Greg had to say.
Nice.
And what you guys provided, bro. It was just like, I remember them calling me because I turned them on to it, like, yo, you got to watch this podcast, bro. Listen to what Greg got to say, bro.
Yeah.
And they hit me up later. We're like, bro, you have no idea. And that what they were telling me, and it's just, I keep this to myself because they confided in me to say these things. But you know what I mean, dude? It's just like the platform that you guys are providing to be able to have this communication, to let people like talk on what they've been through in their life, man, it goes a long way.
Oh, yeah.
You know what?
So thank you.
No, thank you guys. See, you guys are the ones that make it. You guys are the ones that make it.
Yeah,
man.
you guys
You
are,
guys,
man.
you guys are the story, bro. You know, like I said, when we first started, it was a shit show. We didn't know we were gonna be a sports fucking thing, fucking bullshit, get fucked up.
I still don't think it was a
stuck out
shit show,
the
man.
first
I
couple,
thought it was
the
dope.
first couple times I
No,
stuck
it
out of my own house, from old lady shit. You heard that bullshit?
No, you're right, Tim. We are the talent. You're
Yeah.
right.
Hey,
No,
man.
you're right,
Oh,
Tim.
you got all filled up with White
I
Claws.
got all fucked up.
You're right.
I
That's
stuck
the
out.
white claw talking
Dude,
right now.
I stuck out. I stuck
You're
out
right,
my,
Tim. You're absolutely right.
Dude,
I've never said this in my life, but you're right now.
I thought I was wrong once, but I was wrong.
You're standing tall right now.
I stuck out of my own house. Like the first couple episodes.
Who are you with?
You guys,
Ah.
you guys made this, man. You guys, like your whole, you
Yeah,
guys
for sure.
made this, bro.
Yeah, you guys did.
You guys are, like
You're
you
the
said,
show.
You guys are the talent, man. You guys are the talent.
Like,
I thought-
you
I tried-
gotta respect though, like everybody that's not here and like that are listening and like just chime in when they can, and they're
Yeah.
just pulling up in their YouTube and they're like not really coherent on social media or not, like people you don't see. Of
course.
There's so many people out there who are watching this that are not affiliated and that are not liking your stuff and are not contributing, but they're listening.
Right.
We hope so.
Right.
We hope so.
For sure.
It is, bro. You guys- hey, you
listening
guys
is
are making a
contributing,
difference, bro.
You know,
Yeah.
listening is
Correct.
contributing.
Hey, like I had my homeboy call me,
Absolutely,
like,
right.
dude, just because of you, Greg, I'm telling you right now, my homeboy, like one of my main homeboys, bro, he hit me up. He's like, bro, I can do that. And he's like, I listened to what Greg was saying. Is like, I can do that. I want to
Damn,
do that. And
that's
it's just
tight.
like, it's a big deal, bro.
That's
It's like, 'cause I
crazy.
was like, from somebody who went from such adversity in their life to listen to one person's perspective on something and want to change their life, bro. That's amazing.
Yeah, they
And
see the
that's important.
likeness.
That's important because it's different stages, right? It doesn't matter. Like
It is.
I was fortunate enough to realize that early.
Yeah.
But I got partners. One of my good partners from the neighborhood that I've known since I was a little chavalito. You know what I mean? Used to steal my bikes out of my yard and shit. You know what I mean? And he hit me up the other day.
go
He
get
got a job with the city, and he spent years in the Pinta. And he was like, "Hey man, I'm doing good, man. I got on with the city and I'm doing this." You know what I mean? So it's stages. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? It
bro.
doesn't matter as long as at some point in your life you realize that, and it could be early, it could be later. But just to
gotta
see,
start somewhere.
Yeah, you gotta,
Yeah, you
and
gotta
it
start somewhere.
just to see the change in somebody. It doesn't matter if it took 30 years. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fuck
Dude,
it.
I started
as
at the
long as it
city.
Change.
I started at the city 4 months ago, and I'm gonna tell you right now, I walked into the city thinking I was gonna be like, I got there and I was like, man, I'm in the big leagues now. And then I started looking around and I see all these Chicanos and all these Mexicanos. Like, man, maybe I'm in the big leagues, but it's like all these homeboys that are here.
Yeah,
like,
bro.
faces. It's like, yeah, like. You know, we're all
All
in the
these
big leagues
cagapalos
together.
been here a long time.
For sure,
Fucking
bro. Dude, 100%. I feel like the percentage of Chicanos and Mexicanos in the city is like we're running the city. Bro. Like
Yeah, that's what's
100%.
up.
We're taking care of the streets.
You're
We're
walking
taking care of the
around,
we're the
infrastructure.
majority.
We're
Yes,
taking
sir.
care of the fire
That's
departments. We're
cool,
taking
man.
care of the
That's
plumbing.
what-
We're taking
we're
care of
making
so
the
many
city
things.
run.
Bro.
Hardworking too.
It is. It's hard
That's what's
working,
up.
and they put in the hours, bro.
put in
and
the
that's what I'm
hours.
saying.
It's the
like-
working class cultura, man.
It is, bro. So you know what I mean? It's just overwhelming to see that the amount of Chicanos in the city, bro. And it's just,
Yeah.
I feel like a part of a team now, and I am.
Yeah.
Because when I go to lunch with
Yeah.
Ray and I go to lunch with
Once
my
a
homeboy
week?
Larry,
Once a week?
yeah, once a week. You know what I'm saying? And I see all the homeboys
Take it easy.
and all the
good.
people that are advancing in the city, and we're
Yeah.
all sitting there, and they have their kids working there, and they got grandkids working
Yeah.
there now. And it's like that's what it is, bro. We're breeding these kids to run the city, bro.
Y'all hiring?
Hey,
Yeah.
Y'all hiring?
so now you guys walk around the office, so they're throwing up the head.
Hey,
What's up?
100%, bro. All day long.
That you raised? That you raised?
Yeah, exactly. Hey, we have a secret handshake.
You know what's cool is like somebody said earlier. You know, when you walk into a place and
Yeah.
you know you don't think that you belong there. When you walk into that business environment, that government environment, you're
Yep.
like, we're running shit.
No, yeah, you
That's
say,
what I
man,
felt,
you
bro.
recognize
I
that we
felt
don't
like I didn't belong there.
No, we are.
Yeah,
we
for
do
sure.
belong there.
Yeah,
we
I
are
did.
running shit.
But that's what I felt like. I felt
But
like
you know what?
I didn't belong there, and
We're-
then it happened.
When we were young, man, Mexicans don't do that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Mexicans don't play golf. Mexicans do this, right? We do whatever the fuck we want to do.
Yeah.
We do whatever the fuck
No
we want to
shit.
do, right? And when you show your kids that, then they're gonna show
Yeah.
your grandkids.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? Before you know it, fucking, we're running this fucking place.
You know
Like
what?
Pep said, we're starting to be the majority.
Majority,
We are
yeah.
the
You
majority.
know, you know
Hey,
what?
that's, hey, I'm a Pep too. But when Pep started speaking, I was like, man, hold up. Like, he's got numbers. He's got percentages.
Hey, we talked about what
He's running for office.
No, you know what?
Judge
I
Judy.
wanted to say too, like, because a lot of times too, that I think like the Chicano culture that we're getting better at is communication.
Right.
Like, you know, a lot of times it's like when some homeboy hits you up, like, hey man, guess what I'm doing? You know, and your response probably means more
Yep.
to him than what he said. Because you know, he wanted your not just your ear to listen. What's up? Hey, bro, you know what? I'm doing something good. And because if you ignored him, he'd probably feel like shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that communication, that open communication with somebody else, for at least a man or a Mexican man in, you know, this fucking world, whatever, that they've tried to put you down. You go in spaces like you say, you don't feel comfortable, but then you see fucking gente there, and you're like, you know what? Hold on, I belong here, and this is what I'm doing, and we're making a significant difference. But that communication, I think, for us as adults is changing, and to be open and to be like, yeah, bro, that's
It
what's
goes
up.
back to what we said, and Timmy says it all the time. It's our responsibility.
It's our
It's our
That is, right.
responsibility not
No,
to
you're right.
ignore those guys, but
Right.
to embrace them.
Embrace them.
and take them and say,
But
you know
you
what?
belong, man.
That's feeding.
Yeah, no, right.
I give you props
Because
you know what I
we
mean?
could fuck around and joke around all the time, right? But if you say, that's what's up, I'm here for you.
Right.
Hey, bro, come over too. You know what I'm saying? Let's come for dinner. Or let's go meet somewhere. Let's go chop it up once a week. You know what I'm saying? Let's
Or I got
be
this guy who
open.
can help you out.
Yeah.
Or here.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Yeah,
I know, dude.
exactly.
That's what's up.
Right.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just gotta nudge a person, bro.
No
You know
shit.
what?
I think my dad, I would say my dad for myself personally, whatever. My dad's the one kind of like was that person.
Dude, your dad.
My dad has like
Dad's awesome, bro.
open doors for like so many people. Hired, I know somebody. You need a job, bam, got you. You know what I'm saying? And then I just learned that from him. You know what I'm saying? And then we talked about like our school and like how the neighborhood was weird. Yeah, I saw a dude get shot when I was 15 years old too, right in front of our face. It was so weird, but I had a good family. So I had a good structure. These fools were my family as well. These are like my older brothers.
Foundation.
And the foundation was there. So I never dipped into any of that crap, before or whatever. Yeah, I like psychedelics now.
I'm having illusions.
But I'm
having illusions.
I know.
I learned it that.
Yeah.
You start eating the microphone.
Who wants to go to Coachella this fucking month? Let's go. One more time. No, I'm just fucking. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I never did because I had a good foundation, and we all grew up on the same block, so it was like a lot of people to just be there.
Right.
I think a lot of us, we look in the mirror, right?
Right.
And I think that's what you gotta do, man. Even I look in the mirror a lot, man, and say, am I doing what I'm supposed to be doing, right? Am I not doing what I'm supposed to be doing, right? You
Too
have
late.
to, man.
Too late.
I missed the fucking spot.
You
No, man,
Too late.
And I
Still got that army haircut.
I appreciate that. My daughter, appreciate my sons, man. Look at you. Do you feel like you're doing what you're supposed to be doing?
Right.
Right.
And I don't know what that is, right? Everybody's got their own fucking that feeling, right?
Of course.
You have to fucking look in the mirror. You got to always ask yourself, am I doing? Am I present? Am I doing what I'm supposed to be doing, right? And because we owe it.
Hey, real quick, we all know who pees in the pool. Right here.
Gotta go.
Little bladder.
So what do we got, Greg?
No.
Go ahead. What we
No, I want to say, so, we're obviously on the limited amount of time. So let's hit a couple things because we got plugs. Let's get some quick little fun facts. Let's get some stuff. So, but I think before
This
that,
is your guys'
yeah.
show, right?
Yeah, go ahead.
So, through the neighborhood and everything, what is, and without segueing and everything, I'd like to hear everybody's perspective, but give me 4 good, and everybody included, what are 4 good positive stories that you remember from growing up, from where each individual person grew up, and 4 neighborhood stories that are like a good story that are positive ending. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nobody got shot at the end.
I don't want to hear about your kissing tales again, all right? We know.
Yeah.
We know.
Man, I just like good stories, bro. I like running people, man. It's been a long time, man. How's it going? And I fucking hear a good story, right?
Right.
They're successful, right? They got their kids are married. That's why I like to shit, right? I like to, I got grandkids, right? Everybody's good. That's what I like to hear, man. Your kids are out of fucking prison. You know what I mean? That's what I like to hear. I like to hear fucking good stories.
But what's a good one like from you?
Yeah, you got it.
Like just a quick child story.
From me,
Quick one.
Child story.
Quick one.
Man.
Skating. You had a good friend. Funny.
When I was in the service, bro, I met my old lady. I met my old lady, and
Yeah.
she's always been a better woman than I was a man. She's always a better
Person.
mother than I was a father. She's always a better wife than I was a husband, right? And she's been absolutely patient because I gave her a lot of reasons when I was young not to be patient.
Right. Oh, yeah, we all do.
And so
Yep.
34 years, and not only we were 3 weeks before we got married, so now we're 34 years later.
Congratulations.
That's what's up.
You know what I mean? And
Congratulations.
Yeah, for sure.
I got lucky.
I got
Hold on.
You
Hey,
gotta
hold on.
You gotta pick your one.
Hold on, Jeff. Are you single?
No, he's not single. There's girls right here, man.
Hold on.
Yeah.
He's like, hey,
She's looking over here. She's looking.
Jeffrey, what's up?
everybody look at the house.
Is there a laser like? Is it a kill spot? Is the laser a kill spot or a wound, a splash wound?
What's that red dot on your forehead?
No, let me set the example because
Wait, yeah.
I think the question got a little confused. I'll give you quickly. I'll go 30 seconds. My brother-in-law, the one that was here, right? So he has a '66 convertible. Yep. Had it for probably 30 years at this point. And I remember one day I sat there and asked him. I said, "Hey, Jesse, why'd what made you inspired to buy that car?" And we have another brother-in-law named Flacco, who's OG from 39. And so Flacco was sitting there with us as well. We're all sitting there together. And he's like, you know what? When I was a kid, there was a dude who was an OG. And he used to drive around in this 66 black Impala. He'd cruise around the neighborhood. They go gang banging, blah, blah, blah. He's like, I looked up to him. He was like a legend to me. He's like, so I always wanted a 66. He's like, when I saw I had an opportunity to get it, I got it. And I painted it black, blah, blah, blah. And he goes, and that guy who drove that car around was Flacco. And he's like, and now we're brother-in-laws. You know what I mean? Like now, and he's like, So, you know, like something like that. It's like, man, you know, it's crazy that somebody from the same neighborhood that inspired him in a positive way.
I got one. So, Jose Rodriguez, bro. He's a vato from the neighborhood, Glendale. Badass basketball player, dude. Baller. He went to Apollo High School, state champions at the time.
Yep.
And I'll never forget. You remember Jose Rodriguez? Check it out, bro. I remember seeing him on the news, dude. Fucking clipping, like, you know, when like if they won that.
Yeah, the clipping the net.
Oh yeah, the net. Yeah.
And he's from my neighborhood. He grew up on the next block. He's a big homie.
March Madness.
Boxed. I boxed. You know, I seen him box. He's a badass boxer. And then I remember K-Swiss, bro. Before K-Swiss was like really popular, K-Swiss shoes, they had a line of basketball shoes, dude.
Yeah.
And they sponsored the Glendale Youth Center. Like he was from the Glendale Youth Center. They sponsored him with some K-Swiss shoes, bro. Basketball shoes. I was like, damn, man, that's fucking bad. They gave him fucking free shoes. You know what I mean? Fast forward. Got involved with wrestling. I didn't have much success in wrestling or whatever, but I started managing Henry Cejudo, you know, 2008 Olympic gold medalist in Beijing. And I got on as a coach. I wasn't the coach, but I got on as a coach, and I got a stipend to buy Adidas. So we were sponsored by Adidas, and I used to call my mom and my nana and whatever, my sisters. Whoever answered the phone, what size shoes do you wear? What size shoes? I used to get fucking shoes for free, dude. And whoever didn't answer the fucking phone didn't get no fucking size.
It was the cutting of the net.
Shot glass for you. Shot glass for you.
And it was cool, man, because he was sponsored, and then later on in life, I got to be sponsored by Adidas.
Yeah.
Dang.
Mike, what do you got?
I would have to say that
Your cousin Tim?
no. Really, one of them
Maybe
is
not this time.
playing Little League Baseball with everybody.
Oh, get the
because I
fuck
played Little League Baseball with a bunch of these guys, and I knew them as we were younger. And that's how I got to meet a lot of them. And I think on Adam's episode we were talking about, I don't remember if we recorded or not, but he mentioned running afterwards after the game. You run to the snack bar. And those are great
Oh, the
memories.
snow
For the foul ball, the hot dog, the hot dog, the foul ball.
Snow cones.
Yeah, bro. Hey, I don't remember hot dog tasting so good back in those days. Straight up.
You never been to Costco?
The snack bar at PTco?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was a snack bar at the
Isaac too.
Isaac.
Yeah. So that was one that the Little League.
The
that we played in.
burritos. The burrito and the icy at Isaac. Ooh.
Go ahead.
A positive story growing up, man. I remember I was Louis Sharpshooter.
Oh, Espinosa?
Louis Espinosa.
Sweet sweet.
Louis
Boxer?
Espinosa.
Yeah.
Man, that dude was from my neighborhood. And he became the world champion.
Nice.
From the
Yeah.
neighborhood.
Hey, man, I saw him. I was in.
And I was best friends
is
with
his time.
I was best friends with his little brother. And dude, you know what was cool? He became champion of the world.
Yeah.
No
This
shit.
is back in the days when
Of the
money
world,
wasn't.
Craig.
That was a
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
boxing, bro. It was
Yeah.
boxing.
Right.
You got stepped up, you got knocked out.
You were thumping
for sure.
back then.
Yeah,
Now
But
it's
the
like,
purses weren't as big.
Hey, man.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
I get to
All right.
I
That's true.
walk home with the we're going to his house. Hey,
Ernie.
little Ernie, and we're walking to his house, and we get to his house, and fucking there's Louis on the roof of his mom's house, putting shingles up. This is the champion of the fucking world. He's
From
on
the neighborhood.
roof.
He's
And I'm going,
up.
damn, you know what the fuck? This guy should have somebody doing it, but I'm going,
Yeah.
but he's from my
Shingle bling.
neighborhood, you know?
Yeah.
And
That's
I looked
humble.
at him like, man, this is dope. This is dope because I know the guy. I talked to him, and it was a positive story from my neighborhood growing up. You know,
He's a
I was
champ.
young,
Good.
and just seeing him up there on the roof by himself.
Being real.
That's crazy.
And it
You're
was
like,
his
man, you
mom's
doing this all
house.
by yourself? You should
mom's
get some
house.
help.
Right.
Hey, you know what? I'm gonna say right now. You know what the best part is, bro, about all these stories we're talking about right now. Just when you were saying what you're saying, this dude's on the roof,
I know.
Yeah.
and then we got like the next generation of the unpaid intern or paid
Paid,
interns
paid,
now,
not
paid
paid.
interns
Yeah.
now
Paid.
recording
Yeah.
what we're talking about and the influences that's an amazing thing, bro, that we
Yeah.
got to experience these things in our lifetime to be able to pass that down to our future generations of how to build success within yourself.
Yeah.
But let me
for
tell
sure.
you real quick,
How to believe in yourself.
the boxers back then, dope, right?
Yeah.
Hard hitting. The purses weren't too big, you know, this and that. And now you see these fucking sissies. I don't care. I'll call them all sissies.
Damn.
They don't fight each other.
Camera A,
They
camera
need to
B.
fucking fight each other. You guys need to fight each other, man.
Camera A.
I'm looking right at the camera right there.
There you are.
I'm gonna tell you right
Oh, I
now.
thought you were pointing at a young dude. He's a fucking.
I'm looking at the camera.
I was like, hey, motherfucker, don't look very happy right now.
I'm looking back at who you bring that.
He said it. He said it.
Hey,
Look, all these boxers right now, they don't box
It was
each
dope.
other.
It was dope too. With our play golf, I play golf for Carl Hayden, whatever, right? So I was like, people thought I was a nerd because I fucking play golf, but we'd be out there. Now I whoop all your asses. And,
Not mine.
and okay, but no, I just want to say because Carbajal was a champ at the time too. Remember?
Yeah.
And he would run the Encano.
Yep.
So we'd be playing out there and fuck, what up, champ? We'd be running and shit. What's up?
Hey, man,
He was
Little
macking,
Mac.
he was
Little
macking
Mac.
with the teacher at Butler.
Jeffrey's girlfriend. He was back with Jeffrey's girlfriend. He was back with Jeffrey's girlfriend.
We got some crazy stories about some sports people that I cannot release.
No sense.
Hey, man,
So
you
I
know
won't
what?
say it because they'll get
Louis,
canceled,
man,
bro.
I was
It was some
in
weird
Navy, and I
times
was
at Carl
in
Hayden.
Oakland,
She's
dude, in Alameda, and I went to watch him when he won the title fight. He won it in San Francisco.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I was there for that fight.
Yeah.
when he
Louis
won it.
Sharp.
Bro, we got champions in Arizona,
No
bro.
shit.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, people
got
forgot,
champions from the
people
neighborhood.
forgot about who's that? Felipe Sparks? Johnny Sparks and the whole Sparks family?
Yeah.
Who played for the Cowboys?
Felipe played for the Giants, no?
No, he played for the Cowboys.
Sparks went to the Giants.
Oh,
What's
damn.
that?
So
But he played the
Darren
he
Woodson
played-
did.
Darren Woodson
Darren
played for the
Woodson,
Cowboys.
Darren
yeah.
Woodson and Felipe Sparks, they flip flop.
What is the Cowboys? Is
And
that
one went
what
to
is
Giants.
that? The
Don't
Cowboys.
forget about a
People's
dude
champ.
named,
Is that a real team?
Don't forget who?
Don't forget about a dude named Brock Purdy.
Hey, Brock Purdy
Bang
from Mesa.
bang, Niner
I think we're out of time.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you right
How much
now.
time we got? How much time we got?
Hey, Brock Purdy gets it. If he
about
wins the
10
Super Bowl,
minutes.
bro, he's gonna bring it home to Arizona. I'm gonna tell you right now.
Have you seen them? They got
He's from-
billboards saying,
Yeah, he's
go
straight up,
Brock
bro.
Purdy.
He's straight up Arizona,
They
bro.
don't
He
say
reps Arizona.
49ers. They don't say nothing.
Yeah,
It just
Brock
says, go
Purdy
Brock
represents Arizona.
Right.
100%.
Hey, real quick.
He's from the north side, but we gotta give him props.
Talk about like the people that we look up to in sports, but you know who's the real champions right here, bro? People's champ. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. People's champ. Neighborhood champs. People that have make a difference. Like I said, open communication with like our homies and what's up. Say what's good. Say you love them. Give them a hug. Give them some dabs.
Important.
That's what it's all about right here.
Hey, there's a lot
Let's
going
look up
on,
the
bro.
people's
Some
champ.
people
'cause
ain't getting it at
sometimes
home.
They're not,
we
bro.
look at it.
You're
We look at our
absolutely right,
idols,
man.
but these idols are far away. They don't care about us. You know what I'm saying?
There's a quote, man, and I think it's your partners from L.A., the servants guys. It said, "Be that person in what does it say? Be that person in their life that you didn't have.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No shit.
Be that person in their life that you didn't have in your life.
Why not?
Absolutely.
Why not?
Yeah, exactly.
Why not? Don't question it. You know what I'm saying? Just be
doesn't
yourself.
matter. It doesn't matter the age or anything because I got like younger homeboys. Like I look up to like my younger homeboys, like Ray, bro. Like Ray inspires me tremendously.
Yeah.
You guys inspire me tremendously. Like
Yeah.
Greg, bro, and it's like
Because you don't know him that well.
yeah.
that's why.
You mean me?
all you guys.
No,
but
you're
it's
right.
just
You're
like-
right.
You're
You
right.
know what I'm saying? Like
We can feed off each
yeah,
other.
like I'm 50 years old, bro. So it's like when I see somebody that's maybe 49 or 48, it's like we're still the same age,
That's
bro.
fair.
It doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
no, you're right.
That's
You know what I'm saying?
that's
But
part
it's
of
just like
getting
when
older,
you guys inspire me and when it keeps me going to know that like, yo, I'm doing the right thing, bro, and I'm
You are
gonna
doing the
continue to do what I gotta do.
Hey, man.
And that's the best thing about what we're doing is that we all keep lifting each other up no matter what our circumstances.
Hey, man, everything's a moment in time, right? This is going to end.
Right.
This
Yeah.
one's going to end, right?
Right.
This podcast's going to end, right?
That's what happens.
It goes on. It goes on. No, it's the truth, man. It's the truth of life. It ends, bro. Everything is a moment in time. What you got right now,
Seinfeld.
what they say, all good things come to an end, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
And they do, bro. And they fucking do. That's fucking life.
But it's the great
And
thing
that's
that
the beauty of life.
we are the ones that are bringing it. We're the ones that
now.
are making it happen.
We have the opportunity to pass it.
Yes.
Pass the baton, bro.
Pass
Yeah.
the
Pass
baton,
the
bro.
baton. It's
Yeah.
a relay.
Yeah,
It's a relay.
Connecting
Never
dots.
ending
Personally,
relay.
you can't
bro.
take it
Connecting those
personal.
dots.
Yeah, you can't take it personally. You don't feel like someone's stepping over you.
Yep.
No, you
No
teach
shit.
them.
Give it to him.
Yeah.
Give it to him, bro.
And there's room for everybody.
There
bro.
is, bro.
Yeah, for real.
There's
There's
always
room for everybody.
I'm gonna tell you
And
right
we'll be
now,
there
man,
for him.
thank you guys, man, for everything.
We'll be there
you know,
for 'em.
for coming through today.
Yep.
Yes.
Thank you.
That's what's up.
Thank you.
For sure.
Much love to you guys, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Each and every one of you,
Out of your
including
busy schedules, man, because
a
each
lot
and
of
every one of
schedules,
us are fucking
yeah.
busy, bro.
Mm.
So, before we end,
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
we're going to go into the last two things. We're going to go to the last fun facts. We're going to go into some hot, quick questions.
Oh, yeah.
And then we're going to do the plugs.
Okay,
we got,
yeah,
we got
do
about
it.
how many? About 5
Booyah.
minutes? 7 minutes?
5 minutes?
8 minutes left.
Go ahead, go.
Go for it.
Dale.
All right.
Run it.
Dale.
Fun fact. George.
Fun fact,
Go.
George.
Fun fact.
I'll
about
start so that I'll give you guys a thing. Fun fact. I don't like to eat with spoons.
What? Say it again.
What about a sport?
Oh, something about spoons.
What is that? What is that?
I don't know. It's, one day I had macaroni and I just looked at it and I was.
Hey.
Karate the
I don't
cereal.
know. I don't know what that means.
I don't even eat cereal.
What's the-
really. Yeah. Fun
What's the
fact
fun
about yourself.
fact?
You eat cereal with a fork?
Yeah. No, I don't really eat. I don't eat cereal.
Fun fact about you,
Yeah,
Timmy.
fun
I
fact.
can eat
When it
cereal.
comes to eating,
I can eat cereal.
It's a fun fact about yourself that nobody would know.
Yeah, you
I
have
got a baby
6 toes.
tooth.
A baby.
Really?
Tic Tac teeth.
For real? It stinks.
get
I'm
that
a dental miracle.
I thought it was a
I'm a
dead
dental
deer in the
miracle.
backyard.
Tic Tac teeth.
It stinks.
Jeffrey, what do you got?
I thought it was a dead cow down the street, but that's your tooth.
That's our baby tooth.
That's your baby tooth. It died a long time ago.
Little Timmy.
That's what
right
keeps
there.
me young at heart, man.
Keeps you young at heart.
Yeah, Guru Gaga, man. Guru Gaga.
Jeff, what do you got?
Go ahead, Jay.
Fun fact.
Fact about me, I'm a hopeless romantic.
We already know.
You said your lady was here, bro. So, yeah, that's all they're doing, trying to score points.
Fun fact, Jeff doesn't do fun fact.
We already know
I
that.
have a fun fact. I don't
You
have
got one. Come on. You got one.
See, I thought about it. You know what?
I got a
we'll
fun
go back.
fact.
George,
Let's take the
no,
glasses
go back.
off for one episode. Let's take the
Reading.
glasses
Tell
off.
you.
Reading.
Reading.
Vince, I got you, bro. I got you.
Ojos locos.
He can't swim. He can't swim.
He can't swim?
We want to see the old logo.
That's why he's sitting so far away from the pool. Let's get in the pool. Let's get him in the pool.
He's underwater too long. I've been in a lot of icebreaker meetings and stuff like that, and they ask what's a fun fact. I don't have a fun fact.
No?
Bullshit.
You like to read a lot. You like to read a lot.
George.
I'm bringing sexy back.
Hey, I got Vince's fun fact, bro. Vince's fun fact that he's always crispy.
Yeah.
Have you ever noticed? Vince is always on point.
That's
Like, he's ironed up, bro. He's matching, bro. Vince has got. Hold on. Vince has got matching Vans.
Yes.
To the jeans.
Oh, yeah.
To the jacket.
Yeah.
And to a fucking shirt he's never wore before. And his calzones are creased, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a fun fact.
Greg has a question for you, Michael.
Who takes their t-shirts to the dry cleaner?
Hey, Enrique, what you got? Fun fact.
Oh man, I got a lot of fun facts, bro. Man, I like long walks on the beach.
That's a good one.
You know what I'm saying?
Got a motorcycle.
No, let me
now?
think. Yeah, I do have a motorcycle. Yeah, what's a fun fact about me? Everybody knows my new weird shit, dude.
My fun fact is I don't like oranges.
There you go.
There you go.
I don't like
There you go.
oranges.
Man,
What about the color
Nasty
orange?
motherfucker. I love orange juice.
I like everything
I
actually.
love the color orange.
Okay,
Pulp
so
without
you know
pulp.
what? Now you're bothering me because
But I don't like oranges.
last night I went to dinner with my sister's boyfriend, and he got fish tacos, right? Yeah.
Okay.
He's taking all the tomatoes off.
Weirdo.
No, I like
tacos,
tomatoes.
right?
Feel the tomatoes, huh?
But then
Something
he's
like
getting chunky salsa.
Replacing it.
Well, it's got
pouring it
chili.
on.
I guess it's got
He's
flavor.
like, hey,
Pico de
Ray,
gallo?
I don't like tomatoes. I'm like, oh yeah,
I can't tell.
I can see.
I don't
I
like
can tell.
oranges.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm gonna tell my sister.
that's tomatoes.
Bob, what do you got? Fun fact.
Oh, I could read minds.
Dang.
100%.
I guess that's my fun fact too. I like psychedelics now.
Yeah, there you go.
You Greg.
Like,
I'm just
straight-
kidding.
What
but
do you
yeah.
got?
That's a hard one, bro.
No shit,
I've been
right?
thinking. I
Greg,
was like
yours should be-
sweating.
you got about 8 people to go ahead.
I don't know, man. I had to come back to me, bro.
Hey, cool. Yeah, no, come on.
Fun fact about
on,
me.
bro.
You like puzzles.
Oh yeah.
You like a sport?
Spoons, bro. You know what?
Next
Fucking
question.
cut them all and turn them all into
Yeah.
forks.
Next fact.
Yeah.
Jeffrey's fun fact is he like endless apps anywhere he goes.
There you
He
go.
likes endless apps. Appetizers.
He knows when he goes to dinner with me,
Jesus.
I order
All the appetizers and keep going.
You know what,
And a meal.
And a
And
meal.
no,
Yes.
You know what? I'm like, hey, dude, just don't worry about
Yeah.
it.
I need 10 more cheese
Yeah.
sticks.
Nice.
He argued. He was arguing, telling me about the like getting overcharged for the luggage when we went to Chicago. But then he spent like so much fucking money at the fucking steak place.
He's like, I'm not gonna
He's like, hey, I don't want to pay the extra $20. Give me that $300 steak right now.
Bro, he like,
Where to go?
charge me $25 to take my luggage.
Jeff, hey,
But give me that,
I gotta stand up for Jeff for
$300
this.
steak.
Jeff, I gotta stand up for you
ahead.
though. In Chicago, you're in the Midwest, bro. You have to have a good steak. There's so many good steakhouses.
Yeah, but we're talking about appetizers.
Bro, no, but I went to. My son graduated from the military. He graduated from the Navy, and I went to Chicago, bro. And I went to a steakhouse, and I couldn't believe how many different steakhouses there were, but not to mention the amount of what they give you as an appetizer.
Oh, man.
Like I went in there, order, bro.
It was
I had a $70 steak, and I had about $400 in appetizers.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
That's why Enrique calls endless apps.
Endless apps.
Enrique, let's go.
More calamari.
Yeah, exactly.
What do you call them? Fast questions?
Come on,
Or-
Rapid fire.
Go ahead.
Rapid fire.
Go ahead.
Give them one.
Boxers, briefs, or bikini underwear?
Yo?
All of you guys.
Boxer briefs.
All you guys. Boxer briefs.
Or commando.
Tanga on the beach.
You left Commando out.
Tanga on the beach.
Jeff, boxer briefs?
Boxer briefs.
Michael?
Boxer briefs? Come on.
Boxers for...
Yeah, I like my shit hanging.
Boxer.
Tidy whities. Tidy whities.
Tidy whities. Who's got tidy whities?
I see you sitting on it.
With the skin mark.
Who's got bikini underwear though?
No, boxers, not Johnny's.
I'll do it.
Yeah, but what are you? Boxer or
Damn,
boxer briefs? Boxers. So the boxers in the front, boxer briefs in the back.
Yeah.
All right, there you go.
Wait a minute, what are you calling boxer briefs?
That's how you hold it down.
Next question.
Well, maybe George is wearing boxer briefs.
Next
He doesn't know.
question.
Oh, I got boxers.
I thought rappers were fucking boxers.
Greg, got a quick question for them?
Chorizo con huevos or chorizo con papas?
Ay.
Con huevo. Chorizo con huevo.
Ay.
Chorizo con huevo.
Chorizo con huevo.
Más chorizo o más huevo?
Hey, that's a lot of jamon.
What's the ratio? What's the ratio?
Hey,
about you?
Greg. Hey, Greg, but chorizo with papas needs beans.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
you need the beans, bro.
beans.
Carolinas, bro.
Cheesy.
The Carolina. Give me that Oaxaca burrito all day, bro.
Chorizo, papas, and beans.
Yeah.
Ooh, get there before 10:30 so you can get breakfast.
Yeah. Hey, I want to thank everybody for letting us do this podcast, bro. It was
what's up.
really
It was awesome.
fun to be able to interview you guys and have the opportunity to be on the other side of it for one
Real.
change.
Right on.
Like I've done so many podcasts, bro, but to do this today was so great.
Yeah.
Man. It was like, thank you very much, man. I appreciate you guys.
Hey, but wait a minute.
Good times, good
What
times.
you guys got going on?
There you go.
Oh yeah, plug it.
Oh,
And also, I want to thank Ray because it was Ray's idea to do this.
Hey, Ray, man.
Yeah.
That was great, man.
Good idea.
We'll start with Enrique. What you got going on, Enrique?
I'm still pushing my photography real hardcore, like video work as well. Got a couple of commercial gigs that are really good.
This Happy Meal thing.
What the huh?
I don't know. You said a Happy
Monday
Meal.
night.
What the hell? Or whatever.
Oh, that was a family meal. That was actually with a couple dope chefs that I've known for a long time, you know. And just being in the DJ like realm, I've met like so many good chefs, so many like great artists, so many like crazy people that I probably would have never, you know, been in contact with unless it was for DJing, really.
Right.
And then now I'd like do photos and videos for them as well, even Adi as well for Cobra. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Shout out to Adi.
Yeah, no doubt. And so those are one I'm just pushing that real hard. I mean, I DJ a lot still, but I've been pushing my
the
photography
name?
and video as well. What Mr. Phoenix Media? Yeah, Mr. Phoenix Media is my shit. And then yeah, I'm just
can we
pushing it, man.
find you at?
And I'm the fun saver. You know what I'm saying? You hire me, I'm saving all the fun. You know what I'm saying? I take the
Enrique,
pick.
when's your next time you're gonna be DJing?
I'm a DJ tonight at High Score.
And then what about in about a week or so? What do you got? Going on?
I got that family meal coming up at the end of the thing, and then I got
Where's that
I
gonna
got
be at?
private gigs.
What's the
Where's
date?
That's gonna
family
be the
meal
same
at?
place. Eat at CC's and yeah, with them. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying? We did CC's.
Cool.
Chef Jones is gonna be, I think, the guest chef, and then which he's super dope. He had larder in the Delta, and then but the owners are Devin and his mom, Mama Shannon, and dude, they tear it up. They're so nice, so good people. You know what I'm saying? They do a flip on soul food, really. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
dope.
And
Yeah.
it's super dope.
Oh, his
you know what I'm
cuisine is amazing, bro.
saying? Oh,
Whenever you
it's
switch it up.
super good. But yeah, that's what I got.
Right on,
Adam,
right on.
Adam, I'm the artist. What you got?
What's up?
Man, you know what? I got Lovers Lane coming in March 1st. CISO Gallery, man. And it's like I hope to see what George and I had talked about. We're gonna get the podcast over there and broadcast live. So
Cool.
I hope everybody can make it. You know,
15th Avenue and Grand Avenue.
Yeah, Grand Avenue, Grand Avenue and Roosevelt.
Oh, yeah,
So
that's
right
what
there
it
at the
is.
Grand Art House. So I'll be there
okay.
doing that. You know, I got other things in the mix. We're actually dropping the Suns' new collaboration on February 25th. We're gonna be at the Lakers and Suns game. We're gonna be introducing a new shirt for them.
Tap
and
in,
then
tap in.
April 20th at the Super Show, I got a new collaboration with State 48. We're gonna be dropping too. So there's a couple things going on, man. And I'm just
what's
glad
up.
that I got the opportunity to be here at this podcast again to be able to announce these things, man. It's
Hell
great.
yeah.
Ray, what you got, Ray?
I think that first of all, I want to say that I think what you should have did is episode 3 on A-Bomb. he barely even tapped in, but
No shit.
February 16th, we're gonna bring in the 5 of the cast members from. It's the 30th anniversary from Mi Vida Loca, the movie.
Oh,
We're gonna bring them in.
Yeah.
We're gonna take them to Ziggy's.
Nice.
Plavo's gonna be DJing. We're gonna do a 5 to 9 p.m. He's gonna DJ at 5 o'clock. It's all ages. We're gonna have 5 of the cast members, like a meet and greet. Servants, the brand, is gonna be vending that day along with working class, and then Mi Vida Loca, the movie. 17th, the following day, we're gonna be popping up at Lowrider Magazine, the show. That evening, we'll be popping up at, vending at Frank's After Hop. And then
Frank's
Sunday,
Hot
then Sunday the 8th, 16th, 17th, to 18th, we'll be at Frank's After Hop all day vending that day. So it's like 3 days.
Fun-filled weekend.
Hey, shout out to Frank's Hydraulics, bro.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Busy
OG
weekend.
and then
Fun-filled
Legend.
weekend.
And not only Frank's Hydraulics, but Deadly 7 Customs Hydraulics, who is
Over there on
Frank's
51st.
Hydraulics is their the protege.
Right.
Protege.
What you got?
Veros.
What Bomberos got going on?
Bomberos, we got our second annual Cruising for a Cause.
All right.
Yeah, we're gonna be April 6th, the first Saturday of April. April 6th at Speedway Motors on 87th Avenue in McDowell. We had a good first year. We just kind of broke it out, just try it out. All makes, all models, all years. If it runs, bring it. We love it. We want to see it.
Push, puller, tug.
Last year we
68.
donated $2,500 to the autism program
Awesome.
at Tolleson Elementary School.
Thank you, bro. Thank you.
This year we got a couple of people that we're looking at to donate to. We're gonna make a decision here real quick. But the second annual Cruising for a Cause. So invite
6th.
everybody out. If you come out and enjoy a good time. Any ride, whatever you got. If it runs, bring it.
Yeah.
Vendors, we're just gonna have a good time.
music.
Speedway is a good time from. We're usually out there from like 9:30, 10 o'clock. Yeah, but April 6th. Just keep, BH Bomberos. We're on Instagram. Just follow us. We're gonna be putting out the information. But it's our second annual Cruising for a Cause. But it's good.
Awesome, man.
Hey,
Awesome.
man.
Oh, what about the podcast? What do you
No,
guys
hey,
got
man.
going on?
What about
What's
the
up?
podcast? What do you
Go
got?
ahead, George.
Upcoming
Hey,
guests?
real quick before you sign us off, I just want to say thank you guys, man. Everybody, check these dudes their events out, man. Check them out. It's worth a while, man. Again, these are good dogs. They might have ticks, but they're good dogs. All right, George, it's all you.
How you doing?
Yeah, fucking. That's weird. That's fucking weird.
Spoons are weird, guys. I don't know.
Hey, everyone's gonna get it for Christmas. Hey, how do you feel about chopsticks?
Yeah, Chopsticks okay.
Yeah, maybe you
They're all
got
your
that. Or
spoons in the
Asian.
hand gardens,
Yeah.
All right, hey George, come on, man, walk us out.
Me?
Yeah, you,
Yeah.
man, dude. You fucking Ichiro. Take us home.
Walk us out, bro.
Enrique, thank you, man.
Yeah, man.
Bomb,
Thank you.
gracias.
Anytime.
Ray, thank you.
What's up?
Bombero, thank you. Pep, thank you.
Güero.
Who are we missing?
Güero.
Frankie Signs just stepped in the building.
Thank you.
We got that.
Frankie was on a podcast too. Hey, Timmy, thank you.
Right on, man. My pleasure.
Michael,
Right on.
Vince, Michael, Vince,
After
Michael.
6th grade.
What about Jeffrey, bro? What about Jeffrey back there?
Jeffrey.
The son-in-law named Jeff. What's crapping?
And our engineers, hey, thank you.
Yes, sir. They don't pay interest.
And thank you to everybody out there. I know the cameras can't see them right now. You can't see them out
Hey,
there.
right on, man.
Studio
Right on,
audience right here.
Thanks for support.
All you
Thank
guys,
you for
man.
coming out. And you know what? We hooked this up a little bit. Greg helped us out with this. And we thank you very much for coming through.
Rancho.
Yo.
And having a good
Rancho
time with us.
Morales.
This is our 20th episode.
Yes,
Hopefully
sir.
we get going for another 20.
Yeah.
And
We'll
we
see you
keep it
another
going.
10.
Yes. And we'll see you
Yeah.
in another
Yeah.
10. We'll do this again. We'll probably run it back.
Yes, sir.
We'll see Adam at Lover's Lane.
Yes, sir.
And other than that, gracias. This is SeunevA Lifestyles presents What's Happening. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and follow us. Let's go.
Give me some of that ceviche. Send me a tostada.